Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cinemateq live stream. Coming to you a little bit earlier today for reasons that I'll explain in just a moment. But first, I want to say a special hello to all of you. I know I didn't live stream all of last week, and I barely put up any content. And, I was just taking a little bit of a break. So thank you very much for everyone for coming back and saying hello after that little break. Hopefully, I'll be a bit more consistent going into the future. And I'll speak probably a little bit more about what the future has to hold in a bit. But first, I need to say hello to everyone in the chat. Hi, how you doing? We already got a super chat. Holy shit. Could I get a short roast rematch since I've been done before? Of course. Of course, Zerosian. Of course you can. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate the hell out of it. So, who do we got here? We got Sleepy Bear 7 and Layla and Paul and Bad Blocks Pictures. I don't know if you're going to get roasted today, but thank you so much for showing up. We got Jared here and Random Swede and Trey and Dooman. And Dory's here. What's up? Seb's here. Trash Grin. Dory asking if I got Tiff credentials. I'll talk about that in just a second. Oh, dear cult leader, you have graced us with your appearance once again. Oh, man. Every time someone calls me a cult leader, I'm like, man, I kind of don't like that, but at the same time, I really do. Colby saying hi. H-Man the Boss saying hi. And Sleepy Bear 7 saying something about mine's getting closer. I don't know what that means. But that's awesome for you. So, Dory, oh, your review, your roast, Sleepy Bear, I see. Yes, it is. They are always coming a little bit closer here and here. And hello to Film Bro Zach. How are you? So, everybody, how have you been? What awesome movies did you watch in the last week? Were they called Barbie and or Oppenheimer? I bet they might have been. But first, I will address this one thing that Dory said, and don't worry, we're going to get to the roasting, and I'm going to be talking a bit about why I'm going on a bit earlier today. But did I get my TIFF credentials? Well, I sent in my appeal to being rejected on Thursday or Friday of last week, and I found out today that my appeal is not going forward and that I will not be able to cover TIFF as a member of the press this year. It is unfortunate, but it is also somewhat expected because I have not been reviewing films as frequently as I was last year when I was allowed to go. But I still intend on going to TIFF, and my goal is to see 10 films, at least 10 films, so I can go see about one per day. But, if I have a job in around that time, that will affect that. So we'll see what's going on. But if I can see more than that, I will try. But I'm thinking about 10. I'm thinking about 10 films at TIFF, maybe going up to 15. We'll see how it goes. And I'll be putting out reviews for every single film I see at TIFF if it's around that number. Also, speaking of reviews, and the reason why I'm starting at 4 p.m. in the afternoon and not 6, I am going to a special sneak peek screening of a new film tonight, at 9 o'clock. So I will be getting out of here around 7:30, maybe closer to 8. We'll see what's going on. But you can expect a review from the film I'm seeing tonight to be up on the channel tomorrow. It's a film that's coming out this weekend. Ella guessed it correctly. It is Gran Turismo. So I'm excited for that. It will be in IMAX, so that's really cool. And I guess just a thing in general that I wanted to say in terms of just live streams, you can probably expect them to be a little bit more erratic in terms of when they're going to be happening, how long they're going to be going on for. I think the Tuesday night one is still going to be good, but it might be happening earlier depending on if I'm going to like preview screenings or things like that. Because on the channel, I'm going to try to privilege that kind of content a bit more, the reviews, the quick hot takes that go out on shorts, that kind of stuff. And occasionally there will be times when I need to just do other things. Along that same line, lime? Why do I keep saying lime? I love limes. It's true that I do. But along those same lines, there we go, the live stream for Cinemaniacs was supposed to happen last night, and if you were on the Discord, you would know that I'm postponing that to next week. So if you have not signed up for the Cinemaniac level, joining as a member of this lovely YouTube channel, you can do that now and see the awesome private live stream that I will do for you on this coming Monday, where I go over every film that I watched in July, talk about it, rank them, do that kind of stuff. When I called it a private live stream, that made it sound a little lewd, a little crass. That wasn't my intention. But yes, if you still want to see that, you have time to sign up for this month. You can do so by hitting join down below. And going into the future, I'm going to make a much better effort of making sure that those live streams happen when they're supposed to. And the reason why the one for last night got postponed was that a couple of friends and I desperately wanted to go see Oppenheimer in 70mm IMAX, and there's only 2 theaters in Toronto that are showing it, and they're not even technically in Toronto. I was on public transit a lot yesterday getting to this theater, and the Monday of the holiday weekend was really the only day that we could figure it out and do it. So that's when we did it, and I apologize for everyone that I had to postpone. Moving forward, I'm going to make a much better effort to make sure that those live streams always happen on the first Monday of the week. So, wait, what? I'm gonna nerf you, gamer is an actual line from Gran Turismo according to HZ Joe? No fucking way. Oh no. Man, my expectations for that film going into it are basically like, is it competently made? If it is competently made and they can just have some good car go vroom moments, it's probably an easy 3 out of 5 for me, you know? It just needs to be competently made and be exciting. That kind of shit, though, that is going to make me cringe a bit. And that never helps a score. When I cringe, it goes down a little bit. Damn, I missed you, TJ. Great to have you back. Well, thank you very much for being in the chat, and I apologize for being away for so long, but sometimes I just need a little bit of a chill-off period. You know, it happens from time to time. Happens occasionally. But I'm feeling good. I feel like we're going to go strong for the next few weeks. We're going to hit Tiff with a thunder clap. And after Tiff, I may end up taking like another small little break, but we'll see. There's a lot of things in flux, a lot of things going on. And I guess, first of all, I need to get to this super chat by Zerosian. So I think your name is the same on Letterboxd. Is that right? If not, you just let me know. Oh, and I guess probably I should explain what we're doing here. I think, Zerosian, this is you, right? I'm not going to roast you yet, but this is you, right? Let me know yay or nay. Yeah, it's the same? Cool. Oh, hey, did you see they changed the Universal poster to no longer show nudity? Yeah, no, that was me. I did that. I got the email back from Letterboxd, and they were like, hey, man, thanks for letting us know. We've changed the poster. By the way, if this is ever a problem in the future, you can always become like a patron and change them yourself. And I was like, cool, good to know. So yeah, I did that. I prevented nudity on the internet. That was something that I did recently. Hilarious. So good. All right. So what was I about to do? Oh yeah, what we're doing here. We're roasting people. Obviously. If you guys, if you're new here, you don't really know what's going on, I've got a list right here on Letterboxd. Comment on this list to get roasted. Link to the list in the description box below. Comment on this list and you join this very long list of people who desperately want me to make fun of them on the internet because, I don't know, they like it. They think I'm funny. I haven't really figured it out. So, yes. If you want to get roasted, comment on this list and then you go onto the list. If, however, this list is far too long and you don't have the patience to wait for me to get to you, and believe me when I say it can take a while, like months, months at this point. If you don't want to wait that long, just super chat. Doesn't matter how much, whatever you can do if you want, and then you go to the front of the line immediately. So that's what we're doing. That's what's going on. I will come back to the chat in a second. Looks like you guys are going off on chat and just talking with one another. That's awesome. Keep doing it. Have fun with one another. And while you do that, I'm going to have a little bit of fun with Zerosian. Apparently, this is someone that I've roasted before, and I know that they've been in the chat before. They're here almost all the time. And apparently, the last time I roasted them, I called them the #1 worst Letterboxd profile. according to Cinemateq. That's me. That's a thing that I said. I can't believe that out of all of the terrible profiles I've seen, this one is somehow the worst. I mean, you do have a black and white photo where it looks like you're trying to push a condom out of your mouth, but that doesn't really get you to number one worst of all time. Although, honestly, if you were to put a little bit of clown makeup on in this photo, could potentially be the scariest image known to humankind. Maybe consider that for Halloween. So what else is going on here in Zerosian's thing? Sometimes I post movie reviews and make my own films here. Oh, that's right, a filmmaker. A filmmaker indeed. Well, I'm probably not going to give you any kind of bump. I'm not part of that React Gate nonsense. All of my reactions are really good. I don't just sit here going, whoa, Tick Tick Boom? Fight Club? The Batman? Life is Beautiful. Those are the movies you have in your favorite films. Whoa. Whoa. We don't do that around here. We put a little bit more emphasis, a little bit more thought. We try to actually elevate this reaction game. So yes, we are going to get into this with original fucking reactions because that's what we do around here. We are not part of the creator culture that is circling the drain of irrelevancy because they keep chasing little bullshit clicks because they can just sit there with their glasses on looking real pretty and saying to themselves, woo, and just repeating everything that everyone who's saying something in the video that they're watching, just repeating it over and over and over again. We don't do that here. I have to make this shit up on the spot. I am an improv master. I'm not actually an improv master, but compared to some of the other React people on this site, I am a god. And as a god, I have to come right into here, Zerosian, and I have to see this little 4-star review of Blade Runner. What the good goddamn have you done to slander this film so badly? This is a 5-star fucking film. This is one of the best films ever made. This shit's awesome. What even words did you have to say about it? I mean, it's visually stunning, but I had to split the viewing into 3 days because I kept falling asleep, needed better pacing for a narrative where the ending isn't too far from the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry. Was this film too, character driven for you? Was there not enough action in the film that's not an action film? What do you think they did with films in the 1940s? Just have constant gunfights all the time? No, you had detectives wandering around trying to figure out what to do next, going to bars, trying to pick up women. It doesn't work. And then they just randomly stumble across a little bit of evidence that leads them in the right direction. That's how detective fiction works. Sometimes the detectives are cool, like Sherlock, and sometimes they're fucking alcoholics and they're not good at their jobs. And I would say that Deckard is somewhere in between those two. So, yeah, I guess allow films to be a little bit different and not hold them up to some ridiculous standard that no one has even agreed on. Also, you have been watching a bunch of films that are very good. What is this, a Buster Keaton film for 5 stars? The ending scene was actually so cool. I haven't even seen this Buster Keaton film. How am I supposed to know if the ending's cool or not? If a woman made this, she would have been burnt at the stake for witchcraft. What? I guess this is one of those early short films where people were trying to do magic or make it seem like they were doing magic. That's kind of fun. Although I don't know why you have to bring up the Salem witch trials and shit like that, you know? Maybe just let women not be witches, Zerosian. Maybe try that. Panorama of Eiffel Tower. Wait, why? Explain to me, because I know you're here in the chat, explain to me this viewing experience for you where you're like, film from 1922, film from 1898, film from, I guess, the 1900s, or maybe just 1900 on the spot, and then in the middle of that, fucking Blade Runner, 1982. How does that one work? How does that happen? I just hit the mic. I'm so sorry. Couldn't help but laugh at the innocent curiosity of the public. Can't believe the cameraman didn't center the camera with the Eiffel Tower, though. Blasphemous. I mean, it is 1900. Film as a medium had only existed for 5 years. So maybe ideas of centering images and things like that hadn't really caught on yet. Although I think that's kind of bullshit because photography as a practice had existed for decades before film became a thing. So probably the guy just had no idea what the fuck he was doing. What else is going on here? You have, we didn't even really talk about your favorite films as opposed to or as anything more than just making fun of stupid React people on this site who don't do shit. and who get millions of views that I'm definitely not jealous of. So yeah, you have Tick, Tick, Boom here, which is a musical that I think most musical people consider to be not a good musical, and most non-musical people consider to be a good musical. So I guess we know which one you are. And then we have Fight Club, which is, of course, the ultimate film bro film. And I often wonder when I see this film in someone's top 4, what did they take away from this film? That it's cool to punch your bros, that it's cool to form little terrorist groups, or that it's cool to, I don't know, destroy the modern economy so that everyone can be on the same playing field and we don't have to worry about rich billionaires dictating our lives to us every single second of the day. I often wonder, because when I was in high school, the main lesson that everyone learned was that it was okay to punch your bros in the change rooms during gym class. Totally awesome stuff. And then, of course, there's the Batman and Life is Beautiful. Two films that I think both... two films that demonstrate how life is, in fact, not beautiful. The Batman, of course, doing this by showing us what someone could do with 500 followers, 500 little follower people, incels, what incels could do with 500 followers. And it's very dangerous. Very dangerous thing, of course. And Life is Beautiful. Actually, have I even seen Life is Beautiful? Am I about to out myself as not having seen it? Yeah, I haven't actually seen Life is Beautiful. Guido is Menace to Society, original YouTube prankster. Ew, YouTube pranksters. Those guys are the worst. Lame. I should probably watch this movie. Yeah, it's got a 4.3. I should probably watch it. Roast on me, then. Roast on me. So, what else we got here? What did you ask for, Zerosian? What was your initial thing? Could I get a short roast rematch since I've been done before? Oh, a short roast. A short roast. Do you have any new lists? My favorite short films ever made. I guess I should remove my filters that say don't show short films. Wait, what the hell is Kit Bull? Is this the little one with the cat? I mean, obviously there's a cat right there. I know I answered my own question. Also, because of the way this is framed, doesn't it kind of look like this cat has like one big fang and not anything else, and like just nothing else going on? Like, I know this is the elephant thing behind it. It's like a little part of its foot or something, but doesn't it just look like it has like one big fang, which just somehow makes it look even more goddamn cute? But yes, I remember this short. It's fine. It definitely encapsulates what it's like to have a little void in your life, which is something that I experience. Burn E. Oh, it's a Wall-E thing. So hold on a second. You don't have Wall-E, or excuse me, you definitely have something from Wall-E. You don't have La Jetée in here at all. You don't have the Roy Andersson short film that makes everyone super depressed when they watch it. I feel like maybe you should try those out. I just want to make sure that the Roy Andersson one is the right thing that I'm... Because I know when I recommend things to you guys, occasionally you put them in your watch list, and I want to make sure that I got this thing going on. I want to make sure I got it right. So show short films. Was it World of Glory? Something has happened? It's probably World of Glory, right? A plain man who guides the viewer through his life in a bleakly stylized world. No, I don't think it's that one. It's probably not Roy Andersson, is it? Something has happened. Look at the true origin of the AIDS virus. No, it's not that. God, okay, I don't think it was Roy Andersson. Son of a bitch. I'm going to try to find it now. It's a short film about the Holocaust. I told you it was depressing. About the Holocaust. Single, not frame. Framed, one shot scenes. Holocaust films and videos. Wait, this is gonna get us some weird shit, isn't it? List of Holocaust films. I guess that could be one. It doesn't tell me whether they're short or not. I'm gonna have to try to figure out what that is at some time. It's a really good short film, though. It's really good. Wait, where the hell was I with this roast? Yeah. Okay. Let's just go back. We'll talk about Holocaust films later. When we need a pick-me-up, we'll talk about Holocaust films. Jeez Louise. My favorite films. What's with all these goddamn emojis? Why did you do... Oh, wait, these are your films. Oh, sorry. No, we're not promoting those. Everyone forget we just saw that. Mission Impossible ranked? Sure. You only got 6 of the 7 films here, though. So I guess you haven't seen Dead Reckoning? Oh, you have. Wait, which one haven't you seen then? You haven't seen Mission Impossible 4? What? Everyone's seen Mission Impossible 4. Even my mom has seen Mission Impossible 4. You haven't seen Mission Impossible 4, but my mom has? It's pretty lame. Pretty lame. Also, this is mostly correct, except for the first Mission Impossible should be much higher. Probably number 3 on this list. Very good. Yo, your granny has seen Mission Impossible 4? Damn. Also, got him. Does every list need an emoji? Like, does that help at all with engagement? Do you think that people are going to be more likely to find these now that you're including characters that no one searches for? Weird stuff. And you know what, Zerosian? I think I've already looked at your films. There's probably not much here to say. Wait a minute. You gave Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 5 stars? That is excessive. It is okay. It is like a 3-star film, and that is about all. Also, is this your movie? Did you give your own movie Force 5 stars? That's like... I don't think that's allowed. Like, I know politicians can vote in elections where they're participating, but like, this seems weird to me. If I were to see Steven Spielberg's Letterboxd account and I saw that he gave like The Fabelmans 5 stars, I would clown on that. I would clown on that a lot. So, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Although I understand why you're doing it, because like now a lot of people know that this is your movie, and I guess this is maybe your name. Good old doxing. Love doing it on the show. And also, you were correct about Meg 2 being 2 stars. It's just barely better than Fast X in my mind. So, Cocaine Bear 2.5 stars. Yeah, that's bad. That's a dumb opinion. Wait, what? No, average rating. Oh, Zerosian. Shit, I always do that. I always mess that up. Wait. There's a Finding Nemo ripoff called Finding Jesus. There's a Christian version of Finding Nemo. Oh my god. Wait, popular reviews. How about you find some bitches? Yeah, that'd probably be helpful. This movie is the product of a domino effect that began when they nailed Jesus to the cross. Oh my god. This movie is like setting up 3 plastic figurines and staring at them sequentially for an hour straight. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. The fire is here. Hold on. Join faith-fueled friends, Muggles and Joy, as they visit the beautiful Finding Jesus Bay, a place where Christian stories are told night and day. I'm sorry. Someone in the universe of this film, there was a person, someone who like drove fucking ships, someone who went from port to port, went from island to island, a discoverer, a Captain Cook, a Columbus type person, but you know, probably maybe less problematic, although maybe actually the same amount of problematic. And they decided that when they came across one particular bay, that bay would be called Finding Jesus Bay. I almost wonder if this guy was on a cell phone call to his best girl and was like, I'm gonna start Finding Jesus Bay, you know, something like that. And then there was just something lost in translation and they just named it. Finding Jesus Bay. Jesus Christ. Also, I see Random Sweet in the chat saying, TJ, Finding Jesus is 69 minutes long. Yes, it is. Nice. Hold on. Guided by the Sea's best storyteller, Professor Shark, they hear all about the endless kindness and boundless love of their creator. So, a shark is a professor and tells stories about kindness and boundless love. Right. I wonder if they did a version of Finding Jesus in the Savannah, I wonder if it would be like Professor Snake providing knowledge and wisdom to people. I wonder if they would fuck up that badly for that kind of film. Oh my god. But that's a half-star movie for you. Also, wait, is this a different film than Morbius? Wait, Morbius the Living Vampire? The hell is this? What? In an attempt to cure himself of a deadly blood disease, Dr. Michael Morbius takes his science too far. Now he must find his place in the world that will not accept him. He is a hero. He is a predator. He is the lost. He is alive. His name is Morbius, the living vampire. Okay. Is the fact that this was made in 2014 less likely to mean that it's going to get sued by Marvel or Sony if they ever find out about it? Jeez. Wait, hold on. Come and see 1 star? Oh wow, this person is going crazy. Also, Bossman here saying, "Hey DJ, hope everything's going well." Yeah, it's going all right. Hope everything's going okay with you. I mean, at least Triumph of the Will here is a half star, right? Like that's something that we can all agree with. That's a good thing. That's a good take. And also Rise of the Beast being a half star. I don't think I rated it that low, but yeah, it's pretty not great. But then we also have, Blue Velvet at a half star. No, you're not going to ever convince me that Blue Velvet and Sharktopus are on the same level. That's just silly. That's just silly stuff. And then, yeah, there's Come and See with 1 star. Yeah, no, not a fan. Also, original Morbius here. So we have both Morbiuses accounted for. Did they spell Morbius differently? No, same thing. Midsummer 1 star. Yeah, guys, there's lots of bad takes here. There's lots of bad takes in here. Midsummer 1.5 star. Also some good takes. But another bad one would be Citizen Kane at 2 stars. That's not good. That's not a good take at all. Zerosian, what are you doing? How high did you get when you rated all of these? And on the top end, ooh, Talk to Me and Barbie. Some recency bias, but I don't mind because those films are pretty good. Also Top Gun at 5 stars. I'm feeling pretty great about that too. Yeah, not really much of a roast going on anymore. More just happy to be looking at ridiculous things. Like, I don't know. Wait, another Buster Keaton movie? How much do you love Buster Keaton? There's 3 of them in a row here, but I don't see the General. Do you not have the General here? You got Sherlock Jr., the blacksmith. I mean, Sherlock Jr., I think, is Charlie Chaplin. Or wait, is it? Or is it Buster? No, it's Buster Keaton. Weird. The Haunted House. Yeah, I don't see the General anywhere. Maybe it's somewhere else in their profile. Because that's the Buster Keaton film. I'm surprised that it's not just right here saying hello into my face like a snowball filled with urine, you know? Okay, so I guess we'll just go to the watch list. Recommend Zerosian, a film to watch. Underground. I think I heard about this film recently, and I wanted to watch it, but I haven't been able to yet. Yeah, that film looks dope. I'm not going to recommend it, though, because I haven't seen it. Obviously, I'm going to recommend that you watch Super Mario Brothers immediately. No. I wish I could recommend Sorcerer as well, because William Fricken just passed away yesterday. R.I.P. for sure. But I haven't seen this one yet. But if you have a William Fricken film that you've been wanting to see and you haven't yet, now's a good time. The man made some good-ass movies. But let's try and find a legit recommendation. An actual, honest-to-goodness film that I'm going to jump out of my seat and force you to watch by slapping you metaphorically. Not seeing it yet. I also just don't want to keep recommending the same films over and over again, you know? Oh, dude, get the child out of here. That movie's not that great. Ugh. You can skip that one. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just kind of bleh. Korean cinema can do better than that. So many films here that I know that are good that I haven't seen. All right, there's one. Wings of Desire. Have I ever recommended this film to anybody? So this is a film by Wim Wenders. You will know him better as a director of Paris, Texas. And this is kind of cool because it's about angels and stuff. 2 angels, Damien and Cassiel from Supernatural, of course, glide through the streets of Berlin, observing the bustling population, providing invisible rays of hope to the distressed, but never interacting with them. When Demel falls in love with a lonely trapeze artist Marion, pictured here, the angel longs to experience life in the physical world and finds, with some words of wisdom from actor Peter Falk, who is best known as Columbo, that it might be possible for him to take human form. And yeah, this movie's great. It looks awesome. It does that cool thing where it's shot in both color and black and white, although it's not really discernible as to why it's shot in both black and white. And I'm sure there might be an underlying reason, but it may just be because that's what they had available to them. And also, Nick Cave plays a couple of songs in this film. And if you are not a fan of Nick Cave, you will be after you watch this movie. So yeah, this one's great. It's in the Criterion Collection. It's one of those awesome films that are considered part of like new German cinema from the 80s. And it's chill. It's got a great vibe, you know? It's got a great vibe. So watch this movie. Watch this movie. If you haven't already. It's a good one. It's a good one. So there you go, Zerosian. Hope you enjoyed that. And now we have, not great, Bob. Alonso Rojas, thank you very much for the super chat. And I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna roast you. I do see you in my Letterboxd activity from time to time, always liking my reviews and stuff. And if you haven't followed me on Letterboxd yet, what the hell are you doing with your life? You got to do that. I have the best reviews. So we got some people joining the chat as well. Thibault from France is here. What's up? Tim's here. How's it going? Matthew Bowen is also here. How you doing? Jack's here. What's up, Jack? One of the Cinemaniacs, I believe. After all your bad takes, you'll probably will enjoy the other Suicide Squad. Keep it. I won't try to save you anymore. You're obviously not talking to me. So I'll just ignore that. So Alonso, looks like you're very excited. Someone asked me what my favorite German film is. Ooh, interesting question. Off the top of my head, there are very few German films that I return to. So I don't know if there's one that I would pick out as just a definite favorite. German films, for whatever reason, have always been like one and done, you know? Watch it once and that's it. And then you just move on from it. Like I would say that The Marriage of Maria Brahm by Fassbinder is really good. Wings of Desire, which we just looked at, is excellent. There's probably a like Joseph von Sternberg and Marlene Dietrich film from like the late 20s, early 30s that's German, that's really good, that I just can't remember. Is there a better way that I can go about this? Probably not. Although maybe I can use the power of Letterboxd to determine what's going on. Films that I've watched. God damn it. How do you do the thing where you can like trick it into showing you the things you've seen from each country? Profile. Stats for 2023. Let's go down to the thing. Click on Germany. I've watched 7 films from Germany this year. Oh, they're not real films from Germany. Right. Let me just show you guys this. And then I think if I just go to any year, excuse me, and then I will sort by highest average rating first. So a lot of these films are not actually German, which is the problem. Wait, no, can we look at this in films though? It's got to be Diary. That's dumb. No. There's got to be a way to do this. Documentaries. Do you guys remember how to do this properly? Where you can like do it by. Does anyone remember where this is? Where you can actually pick like which country you're looking at. I know I've done it before, but I can't remember how because I very rarely ever do it. Do it by language? Yeah, go to the films that click. Oh. Wait, what? Yeah, go to films that click. So wait, if I go back to Diary, or wait. So like, shit. Letterboxd, you need to improve this. You need to improve this. So I just go to a film that is German. Like Return to Seoul, an obvious German film. Go down to the details, click on Germany. Then it shows me all of these. But then it's not doing the ones just by the ones that I've seen. But maybe this is good enough for here. So average rating, highest first. Okay. Obviously, not all of these are German films. In fact, most of these are not. God damn it. So the language then should be German, I think is what you were saying. Right. See world map. Oh, God. Metropolis. There's a proper German film. Country. Original language, German. Okay. Okay. My favorite German film. Let's see if we can figure this out. Your rating, average rating, highest first. Okay. So M is good. M is good. Although for people nowadays, I think it might be a bit of a tough watch because from a format perspective, it's not modern in the modern sense. Brianna's here. Hello, Brianna. Okay. Can I fade watched films? Faust is pretty sick. The Marriage of Maria Brahm is pretty sick. Victoria, technically German. Actually, yeah, it takes place in Berlin, so that could be it. Nosferatu's also pretty good. Never Look Away is like sneakily solid, but I wouldn't put it as like the best. Yeah, a lot of Germany's best films actually came out in like the first 30 or so years of film history. Chronicle of Anna Magdalena Bach, it's not going to be that one. I will probably say, just based on what I'm seeing here, that I would go for Caligari. Probably Caligari as the best German film ever. Yeah, probably Caligari or The Marriage of Maria Braun, which is this film by Rainier Werner Fassbinder. This was an important film back in the day because it was one of those movies that forced Germany to really confront their Nazi past, and it did so by way of the. I think it did so because of like Maria Brahm here, kind of looking like, a kind of typical like Hitler Nazi person, like blonde hair, blue eyes, this kind of stuff. And I think this film deals a lot with like the politicization of like women's bodies, and then doing that in the context of like how Germany tried to distance itself from being the birthplace of like Nazism. Those two things kind of like overlap and intersect in interesting ways in this film. I think, if I'm remembering it correctly. So yeah, it's good. It's good. And as you can probably tell from this poster, it's a little horny. Just a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny little bit. But yeah, this is a great film. And Fassbinder directed a lot of very good films. Fear, Ali Eats the Soul. Or wait, Ali, Fear Eats the Soul? That's also very good. God, what else did he do? Ali, Fear Eats the Soul. Some of these I still haven't seen yet. Lola, very good. Basically, like all of these, you can't really miss with. Like these top 8. Although Berlin Alexanderplatz is a TV show that's like 10 hours long, so don't think of that one as an easy watch. But yeah, the overall look and cinematography in some of Fassbinder's films is pretty iconic in my mind. Guy made lots of good stuff. Who is next to be burned, cooked, and eaten by the master cinephile and god of Letterboxd? Well, that would be, and thank you very much for that segue, that would be the next person who actually gave me a super chat, which was Not Great Bob, or as they're known in chat, as Alonso. So I'm going to see if I got this set up and ready to go. Yep, I can see it now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. M is hardcore. Immediately my mind goes to School of Rock and those little kids being like, "You're not hardcore. No, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore." That stuff. Fox and His Friends is really good. What? I forget what movie that is. Not a big fan of M. The second act is a snooze fest IMO. Yeah, it's kind of the weird thing about M. It's kind of like it's two movies. Or it feels like it's two movies. They don't do a lot of... I don't remember them doing a lot of like cross-cutting. But maybe that's just something that Fritz Lang wasn't interested in. Nice TJ also birthed a contemporary horror film. Caligari, you mean? You're on Mad early today, Real Talk? Yeah, it's because I'm going to see an advanced screening tonight, so I wanted to get on here. Hey guys, been looking forward to this live stream all day. Glad to have you here, Nikos. Oh my god, I haven't seen it in so long. Love School of Rock. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Before we get on to the roast of Alonso, if you have a theater near you that is playing Theater Camp, the new movie from like the guy who did that one musical that everyone hated a couple of years ago. That's not a great way to talk about the movie, but yeah. If you have the opportunity to go see Theater Camp, I suggest you do. It's a pretty good movie. It's kind of like a film that exists in the halfway point between School of Rock and This is Spinal Tap. It's a mockumentary in the Spinal Tap way, and it kind of tries to do that sort of like broken mentor kind of story like you have in School of Rock, but it doesn't really focus on like the stories of the kids like School of Rock does, which I think is like one of the more compelling aspects of School of Rock. So it's not a perfect film, but there's a lot of fun to be had in it. I was smiling for most of the film. If you've ever enjoyed musical theater, I think you'd really be into it. And if you haven't, then I think there's still some fun to be had there. Is it watchable for people who don't like Ben Platt? I think so. He's like certainly a main character, but he's not the only main character. And he actually does play like an asshole. Like he plays a narcissistic piece of shit in the film. And so if you already don't like Ben Platt, it's going to be really, really easy for you to hate him in the movie. And you'll probably have fun hating him in that way. So yeah, go check out Theater Camp in theaters if you have the opportunity. It's a small little indie film. I don't think it's made a lot of money, but I think it's one that's worth your time if you're in for like a good chuckle. There was, honestly, if you read my review of it on Letterboxd, you'll, there's basically just one joke at the end that is basically, you can read the film as being a setup for this one joke about how finance bros suck. And I love that about the film. But yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on there. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good stuff going on in this particular profile for Not Great Bob. And apparently Not Great Bob here is from Twin Peaks. And guess what that's going to get you in my books, Not Great Bob? Literally nothing. Because you have called yourself the Not Great Bob. You are not the Bob from Twin Peaks who's a goddamn murderer, a killer, a malevolent spirit. No, you are the not great version of it. You are the discount version of it. I could buy you in Kmart if I wanted to, Not Great Bob. And guess who you have decided to grace us with in your profile picture? Who could it be but average white guy John Hamm being a little bit drunk? Wow, if there ever was a profile picture that exhibited what it's like to be painfully ordinary and exceeding expectations at all turns because people just expect you to be smarter because you're a straight white man, here he is, the avatar of a generation, unfortunately. I'm sorry, John Hamm, I actually really love you. So, also going on here in Not Great Bob, Lesser Bob. I'm going to call you Lesser Bob from now on. Also going on in Lesser Bob's profile, it's a bio. They're 26. Uh-oh. That means they're just old enough to be a prick. My friends call me a film snob. Don't hate me because I'm better than you. Oh, trust me, I'm going to find many reasons to hate you that have nothing to do with you being better than me because you're not. You're absolutely not. You can't be because you only have 38 followers on a website where it is literally super easy to just get people to follow you. I've done it. I have over 1,500 followers. What's your fucking excuse? Oh, that's right. You're pathetic. Oh, apparently that was also just a joke. JK, LOL, ha 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 ha. I'm going to do that thing where I insult people, but then I'm going to say it's a joke so no one hates me. You know what actually makes people hate you? Doing all of that. It's bullshit. If you want to try to be funny, try to be funny. If you want to be a prick, be a prick. Don't try to hide it behind a little joke and a laugh and a wink. No one fucking respects that. My favorites, quote unquote, are not my top 4 favorite films ever, which is, of course, bullshit. They're just the last 4 first-time watches I gave 5 stars. So what you're telling us here, essentially, is that you watched these films once, decided they were some of the best films of all time, and then put a 5 on them without ever actually considering or going back to the source material and figuring out if that was actually true. You're shooting from the hip. That's what these favorite films are. You are a gunslinger, and you're trying to convince us that you're the fastest gun in the West and that that's something that we should respect. I don't think I'm actually going to respect that, though. I prefer the person who actually goes and rewatches films and figure out whether or not those films are actually really goddamn good. So, here we are. Here we are at an impasse, I suppose. Oh, and there's a rating system. Hey, did you guys know that 5 stars meant masterpiece and a half star meant trash? Thank God you cleared up that confusion. No rating equals conflicted, could not finish it. Well, at least you're honest about that. It's a positive thing, the only positive thing that I will say. So what are these first time watches that you've given 5 stars to? High and Low, They Shall Not Grow Old, Ikiru, and The Banshees of Inisherin. And none of these are 5 stars. How about that? How about that as a critique? How about not a single one of these goddamn films is a 5-star film? They Shall Not Grow Old is just someone trying to turn the bastardization of art by colorizing black and white footage into something that is more important than it actually is. One of the great purposes, one of the great things about films from this time period is that they are just in black and white. There is nothing else going on in them. They are visually distinct because there is nothing else there aside from shadows and light. And these goddamn colorization bullshit things are just trying to take something that is perfect as it is and turning it into something that is marketable, something that they can sell to people who can't be bothered to watch a film in black and white because they're fucking idiots. No, get that garbage out of here. I don't like it. And then you just have other films that are like 4 to 4.5 stars and like maybe get nominated for a couple of Oscars and then don't win anything because they're just kind of fine. And that ain't impressing nobody. Also, your recent activity includes Pride and Prejudice, High and Low, and presumably films from your summer vacation when you were 2? What are these? What is this? Song 4 from 1964. I prefer Song 2 by Blur, if we're being honest. Woohoo. And then we have, Song 14. Also not as good as Song 2 by Blur. Woohoo. Cinemateq, you have High and Low at 5 stars? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have High and Low at 5 stars. Do I? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Because that would be weird for me. Highest first. I'm not seeing it. Were you just fucking around with me? Were you just trying to get me to go to my own profile? Yeah, I don't have High and Low at 5 stars. What are you talking about, man? You do. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right here. I don't see it. You've got this fucking Those Who Make Revolution, Halfway, La Jetée, Night and Fog, Twin Peaks, Brink of Life, Cold War, The Witch, Raiders, The Conformist, Playtime, All That Jazz, Once Upon a Time in the West, The Shining, The Thing, Alien, Joan of Arc, Sans Soleil, Frankenstein, Dead Ringers, Y Tu Mamá También, Videodrome, Perfect Blue, Memories of Murder, Exorcist, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Oharu, Eyes Wide Shut, Zed, Apocalypse Now, Portrait, Blade Runner, Everything Everywhere, and that's it. You got me mixed up. You got me mixed up with Karsten. You got me mixed up with Karsten. Are you kidding me? How could you mix me up with someone that has a goddamn turquoise circle as an icon and the name is Karsten? When you see the K and the C, is that something that in your mind has a similar sound to it? Sin. Car. Did you notice how there's a hard K at the beginning of Karsten's name? Car. Sin. Very, very different. How does that mistake happen? Please. Aside from the fact that I've seen like double the films that Karsten has seen, you're going to come at me and say, oh, whoopsie, I mixed you guys up because our profiles are so goddamn similar. No. No. I want you to live with this shame for the rest of your life. Don't brand yourself with a hot poker. That would be too severe, but maybe consider drawing a scarlet A on your chest every day in washable marker. That's what you deserve. But don't put it on your face. You don't need to put it on your face. That would also be weird. Guys, I know what movies I gave a 5-star to. I'm not going to fuck around with that. It's a limited club. It's a small club. All right, what is this? Oh, Wikipedia. Why was I missing? Oh, right, list of Holocaust films. Jesus Christ. So, oh, I don't forgive you. No, I don't forgive you at all. I'm done waiting like modern gaming pay to win. Oh, Jared. Hey, Cinemateq, I watched Petit Maman a couple of days ago, and it's one of my favorite movies. Hell yeah, go watch more Celine Sciamma films. But yeah, Petit Maman is pretty sick. Anyways, back to the roast of Bad Bob. I'm going to call you Bad Bob from now on, because I like alliteration. So, Bad Bob, what did you say about Pride and Prejudice? I was loving it, probably 10 out of 10, then a blackout happened, oh well. What the fuck does that have to do with the movie? How long did the blackout last? You're here in chat right now, so you obviously have power. Why didn't you just finish it? Would that have been really difficult to do? Just watch the fucking movie. What's the point of this? God damn it. The 1995 Pride and Prejudice is so much better. Brianna, I know you're not saying bad words about these two. I know you're not trying to tell me that there are other people out there who better fulfill these two roles than Keira Knightley. And is that Matthew McFadden? Is that really his name? Yeah, him. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me that there's other people out there who top this. There ain't. Apparently you also said about Song 4, okay hippie. What's wrong with being a hippie? You mean like radicals who actually tried to make our society better back in the 60s and 70s before they were locked up for doping by this stupid government? Okay, yuppie. Bang. Fuck you. Popular reviews. Ooh, 8 likes. Basically, my wife sucks boomer humor before boomers were even born, but that transition was cool. What transition? What are you talking about? The transition in the 1900 film, Let Me Dream Again? All right. Wait a minute. Babylon 2022, La La Land's loser cousin? Okay. No, I see what's going to happen. I can look into the future. I understand how this is going to go. Because, like any good roast, I am eventually, Alonso, going to... Sorry. Bad Bob. I am going to look at your films, the way that you've rated all of them, and I am going to see that you've given La La Land a 5 stars. I understand that is how this is going to work. But that doesn't fucking mean that I am going to accept Babylon slander like this. Pretty much every single aspect of Babylon, La La Land could never. The degree of difficulty on every aspect of Babylon in comparison to La La Land is the Olympic high diving equivalent of doing like a triple tuck cow sow how whatever and falling off the diving board and crashing into the water. With La La Land being falling off the diving board and crashing into the water. There is something so profoundly great about Babylon in that it is what some people say a little messy, which I disagree with, but it is so exact and it is so big and it just pulls it the fuck off. No. If you had just said 3 stars for Babylon, probably wouldn't have had a problem here. Calling it a loser cousin of La La Land, that puts you in the shit list. You now belong underneath an elephant who has diarrhea. That's where you belong. That's the part of the shit list you're on. Under the elephant with diarrhea. So, wait, so how long would you rank Chazelle? Wait, so how would you rank Chazelle? I would need to rewatch his films. As it stands right now, I'd put Babylon number 1 because I really do like that film, but I've seen it. I've seen it the most recent. Anyways, I guess we'll look at Not Great Bob's or Bad Bob's lists. Movies I watched with my girlfriend. Ooh, aren't you special? You've got a girlfriend. Why have you only watched 10, though? Does she, like, not like movies? Or does she just maybe not like watching movies with you? Are you that guy that was called out in the Barbie film for, like, explaining movies to their girlfriend, and so these are the only 10 films she could stand to be around you for? Oh, and one of them is Barbie. Nice. 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 Did you try to explain to your girlfriend when you were watching Barbie about the reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey at the start of the movie? Did you try to do that? Because I am so intrigued about people who did that, only to be called out later in the film because of the Godfather thing in Barbie. God, that was a good setup if that's true. Gotta watch Babylon. Come on, guys. Your favorites include... Oh, so these are the films that you actually like. And it's not ranked... It looks like you're trying to go for some sort of, like, poster switching thing. We go from white to blue to yellow to black to orange, I guess is where we're heading. So you have a lot of time on your hands. I'm sure your girlfriend is totally okay with you wasting all kinds of time picking out custom posters on this list. I bet she doesn't want to spend any more time with you than she has to, so she's totally fine with you having this as a hobby. What else is going on here? I'm not even going to bother. This is just like Film Bro Basics 101. Any film directed by a white straight man who's from America or England is going to end up in here. So I don't really need to go into it any more than that. My comfort films, movies where Mikey Madison is a complete psycho and then gets buried to death at the end. He was in Scream? Wait, who's Mikey Madison? I'm thinking of Michael Madison. Is that someone different? Oh, Mikey Madison. Oh, her. Right. I was thinking of Michael Madison for some reason. Is Mikey Madison Michael Madsen's... Oh, wait, no. Madison. No, it's spelled differently. Different last name. Post-credit scenes that went nowhere. Did they go nowhere? Wait, Dragon Ball Evolution had a post-credit scene? I forgot about that. Was it like a Saiyan thing? Did someone yell out over 9,000 and then die of a heart attack because they ate too much nacho cheese? Favorite films from every year I've been alive. Yo, this is no one's favorite film. For one thing, it's not a film. It's not. It's 2 episodes of a TV show that were made after the fact. And this can't be anyone's favorite film. It can't. It just can't be. It's just not. So After Sun, Cold War... Prince of Egypt, Cash, Children of Men. Yeah, basically the same thing I was saying before. Just basic film bro shit. Basic film bro shit. All right, Bad Bob. I feel like I've been going over you for long enough. Let's see if we can end this on a high note, if possible. Okay, so you did really hate Dragon Ball Evolution. Good for you. But now I am naturally going to find a film that you rated a 0.5 star that I'm going to say is not as bad as Dragon Ball Evolution, because that's just how this goes. What do we got here? Okay, I'm not seeing anything. There might be mostly just good takes here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that I'm offended by. No, yeah, this is mostly good. Hello, Santana. How are you? I am looking over at the chat very, very infrequently, so I'm sorry if I missed your messages. Please continue to spam the chat if you want me to see them. Don't spam the chat. Don't be an idiot. So let's turn it around. Let's look at the 5 stars. There's probably going to be objectionable things up there. One would hope. I mean, we already talked about They Shall Not Grow Old. Get that out of here. Are you sure this is their ranks? Yep, I'm sure. I'm proof positive. The Act of Killing, After Sun. What is this? Killer Bean Forever? Yo, were you the person who kept trying to get me to watch this film on YouTube and review it? Are you that guy? The guy who's like, yo, Killer Bean is super sick. You should watch this. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Make myself a little bit brighter. There we go. When things go bad in Beantown, Somehow I feel like this is a racial slur. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like Beantown is a racial slur somehow. When things go bad in Beantown, top assassin Killer Bean is called to clean up the mess. Detective Cromwell finds himself in the middle between Killer Bean and mob boss Cappuccino. What? Oh, Bean. Right. 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 So these are coffee beans and not like black beans? Okay. Band of Brothers is not a movie. Get that out of here. The Creator. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait, The Cremator. I was about to make a joke about that sci-fi film coming out soon. What the hell is that movie? I don't know, man. Killer Bean. I feel like I know what you're talking about there, Knox. I feel like you do. Kitty. What kitty? What? There's a cat? I don't remember there being a cat. Where's a cat? Rocco's sleeping right now. No, probably no Rocco's today. He's had a very tough day of doing nothing. Solaris, Stalker. Lots of... Ooh, I feel tempted to actually call you a basic criterion bitch, actually. You just reminded me Elemental has original slurs for the allegory. Really? Interesting. What do we think, Chad? Is this a basic criterion bitch, do you think? Should we count them off? 1, 2... Killer Bean Forever, obviously, in the Criterion channel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I think Ida is 26. 26. Yeah, around 26, 27. 27 in total. I think that's probably good enough to call them a basic criterion bitch, right? I think so. Also, a lot of 5 stars. Wait, what is your breakdown? What is your thing here? Oh man. You are too forgiving. You are way too forgiving. Look at all these films over a 3-star. No shot. No shot. That's not good. You need to be more hateful. Let the hate flow through you, as the saying goes. All right, Bad Bob, let's see if we can recommend you a film. Did you just put The Sorcerer there because I talked about it in the last roast? This is a weird thing about roasting people, is that occasionally they just respond to this. Also, look at all these Bergman films that have really poor posters. I see Brink of Life here, and I'm like, yeah, it's definitely a Bergman film. And I look at these other 3, and I'm like, yeah, these are probably also Bergman films. Bergman, yup. Is that Ingrid Thulin again? Hell yeah. And Gunnar still? Fuck. Gunnar Bornstrand, man. Underrated as fuck. Give that man everything. You put every volume of Decalogue in here separately? The fuck, man? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this bullshit? You can just have it as one. Also, Avatar 4, good luck waiting until like 2029. Did I miss a Fredkin retrospective? I didn't watch from the beginning. Not a retrospective. I just talked about... Someone else had Sorcerer in their watch list. And I mentioned Fredkin passing on. And I just advised people, ooh, get Sound of Freedom out of there. Bullshit. Bullshit. What do they call it? QAnon? Yeah, bullshit QAnon nonsense. Get that garbage out of here. Look, it's a real film about someone stopping child trafficking. Extraction 2, I think. That's probably what goes on in that film. I've had people recommend Polite Society to me recently, although I haven't seen it yet. The Most Violent Year is not bad, although it's not super great either, so that's not going to be the recommendation. And to be clear, when people do a super chat, my recommendations are ironclad. Like, that has to be the next film you watch next. It has to be. You're not doing anything else until you watch the film that I recommend. That's why I'm going to make sure it's a good one that is awesome, because I want you to have a good time. Or a bad time, if it's a good movie. Damn it. I mean, there's Theater Camp. I just recommended that, but we're not doing that. I'm going to find a good one. God, I might just tell you to go watch Malignant. We'll do one more page, and if I can't find one thing, I'm gonna say Malignant. Yeah. 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 Actually, you know what? Go see No Bears. Go see No Bears if you can find it. Hey, look at that. It's on the Criterion Channel. Huzzah. So, yeah. This is a pretty good movie. Iranian director Jafar Bahani, you see, actually directed this movie, and he stars in it as well. He's the guy here that you're seeing, like, he's this dude. Who has been barred from leaving the country, arrives at a village on the Iran-Turkey border to supervise a film based on a real-life couple seeking passports to Europe being shot in Turkey, but both his stay and the production run into trouble. This film does a lot of pretty cool stuff with, like, breaking the fourth wall, intertextual type shit, film within a film, working with that kind of thing. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I gave it a 3.5 star. It's dope. It's dope. It's definitely worth your time. So you got to go watch No Bears. That's what you got to do, Bad Bob. And if you don't, then I don't know. Bloody Mary probably is gonna find you. We're cousins. You know, it's a ginger thing. So, yeah, you gotta watch No Bears, or else Bloody Mary's gonna find you. So there you go. There's your roast. That took a long ass time because I kept getting distracted by other people. So Jared, you gave in and went with a super chat. Thank you so much. What's your Letterboxd? Please give me your Letterboxd profile and we will go off. So what have people been saying in chat here? I've been really ignoring what you guys are doing, but I assume that you're playing nice. So what's been going on in this chat? Anything interesting? Anybody with super awesome hot takes or just agreeing with me a lot? I always love seeing that. I saw Meg 2 in 3D. If you didn't like Meg 2, try watching it with glasses that make your eyes feel awful for 2 hours. The 3D only shine in like 2 scenes. Yo, I watched very recently the Meg 2 in ScreenX, and I'm going to have a short about this coming out soon, but in brief, ScreenX is awful, and I fucking hate it, and no one should ever go see a film in ScreenX. It is an affront to film watching in theaters. It goes against everything that we have accomplished in the last like 30 years in terms of like, you know, getting movies to be released in widescreen format instead of like, you know, full frame pan and scan nonsense. Like, it goes against everything, like proper projection techniques, the proper light levels that a theater needs to be at. It's just so bad that I will never, ever, ever recommend anyone ever go see something in ScreenX. Do not. Just do not. If you thought 3D was bad, ScreenX is worse. In every circumstance. Fuck that shit. Wait, pup? What is someone saying? Oh, someone else just came through with a super chat. Please suggest a movie at the bottom of my watch list. The bottom? The bottom should that. Oh, Pizza Parker 666. Yo! 666. I love it when Satan comes to town. Oh, yeah, there we go. Jared. You've got to be fucking kidding me. All right. Please adjust the... Oh, yeah. So thank you, Shadat, for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. And we'll get to you right after we do the... after we do Jared. I'm just going to chill in the chat for a second. I know I'm already in trouble. I mean... You're giving me a lot of... ammunition. 1 year until Alien 7, or is it 8? Date is to be August 16th, 2024. Is it only... Man, Ridley Scott just doesn't stop, eh? Got Napoleon coming out later this year, and now he's got Alien coming out next year. Although that might be one of the ones that gets pushed back, right? Because they may not have finished filming it yet. And of course, all the actors are on strike. TJ, what's your most anticipated film for the rest of the year? I don't have a very good sense of what is still coming out this year. In my immediate future, I really want to see Last Voyage of the Demeter, which is coming out on Thursday. Expect to see a review for that on Friday from me. I just really love the idea, and it looks like it's made with just a bunch of character actors, and they may be doing some good things with the CGI in terms of keeping it like, you know, at dark and all that shit to make it, to kind of cover up the fact that it's like not as good looking. And I'm just, once again, if that film is competent, I'm going to enjoy it. In terms of like festival films and things like that, I do want to see Killers of the Flower Moon by Scorsese. I can't think of any others off the top of my head right now, though. I guess that new Lathamos, Yorgos Lathamos, his new movie. I kind of want to see that. Just whatever, you know. I'm pretty sure that like the film that I'm going to see in November, that I'm going to love the most in November, hasn't even been announced to be released yet, you know. Poor Things, yeah, that's the one. I got a good defenses for most of them. It's not going to matter. Seeing that you rated The Worst Person in the World 4.5 makes my Norwegian blonde happy. Haha. No problem. I mean, it's a good movie. It's a good goddamn movie. Is Last Voyage of the Demeter an actual official entry to the Universal Monsters universe? I didn't think of that. And I don't know. Because it could... I can't remember if they refer to the thing in the trailer as Nosferatu or Dracula, so I'm not sure in which specific universe it's supposed to exist. And yeah, I actually don't know if it relates directly to like the Bela Lugosi Dracula. Like if you could just like watch a little bit of that film and then watch The Last Voyage of the Demeter and then continue watching the Bela Lugosi film, and it just like is a full thing. I know that it's based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula, so I guess it could. Yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe it is Dracula then. My most anticipated film of the year is Bottoms. Yeah, I want to see Bottoms too. I want to see that one for sure. For me in the UK, it's about 10 p.m., so I'm going to go to bed, catch the stream tomorrow. All right, Sleepy Bear, thank you so much for joining us. And I guess it's a little bit too bad that you have to leave now, because you're going to miss the roast of Jared. And naturally, Jared here has supplied us with a photo of them as their profile picture. And you know, Jared, I do not make it a policy to go after people's physical appearances. That's not what we're about here. I instead want to go after the things that people, you know, think. I think that is way more interesting, way more fun. There's just one thing, Jared. There's one thing. And I think maybe if everyone just looks at my face and looks at this face and kind of compares the two right now, I feel like maybe you photoshopped this a little bit, Jared. Like, I feel like maybe there's a filter on this, Jared. Like maybe you're trying to make it a little bit too smooth, Jared. Like, look at my wrinkly ass face. Look at all of this nonsense going on here. And then look at what you got going on. Look at that. It's very smooth, Jared. A little bit too smooth, Jared. Also, what's up with this little eyebrow? What's up with this little eyebrow right here, Jared? This little horn thing going on. What's going on with that? I actually didn't. I took it at 2 a.m. with flash on. Is that the name of the filter you use, Jared? 2 a.m. flash in Photoshop. I was born that way. All right, fine. So luckily, we have a lot more to work with than just Jared's definitely not photoshopped profile photo. Kind of like how in their bio they refer to themselves as just a low-life metalhead with too many opinions about cinema. And you know, at a certain point in my life, this is probably a way that I could have described myself, except I'm not a low-life, I am a functioning member of society. And the fact that you cannot do that, Jared, while being a metalhead, is a big old indictment of how you just love staying inside, listening to old demos of Cradle of Filth, trying to convince yourself that you're somehow better than everyone else who pays $300 to go see Taylor Swift. Did I almost say Taylor Swift? What the fuck is wrong with my pronunciation? But it's okay, Jared. I'm sure Danny Filth will never care about you anyways. So every movie I've seen, so these are just lists you've put in here, Jared. Great. And another person who is once again letting us know what all of these half stars mean. And in this case, you're just doing basic multiplication for us. Thanks a lot. I think this might actually be worse than the person who we just had featured doing the exact same thing, where they're like, half star is trash, 5 stars is a masterpiece. Whereas you're like, 5 stars equals 10. 4.5 stars equals 9. Like, yeah. Anyone who has managed to graduate from grade 3 knows what this means. You can remove this if you want to. But then we have your favorite films. Your favorite films, Jared. And you may have seen just before the roast started when I said something like, oh boy. And it was when I saw these favorite films. And it's kind of the curse. It's kind of the curse of these roasts, where immediately, as soon as I see something different that I've never seen before, I have to fucking hate it. And you know what, Jared? I do hate this, because you look like a kid, a child, someone who doesn't know a goddamn thing about anything. And yet you want me to believe that your favorite film of all time is a Lon Chaney film from 1927 called London After Midnight, directed by Todd Browning, who also directed Dracula and Freaks. I was about to say Frankenstein. I'm glad I delayed that a little bit. You also have here Cleopatra from 1917. So 2 silent films in a row, Jared. I'm suspicious. Also the film Saved from the Titanic, 1912. So silent films, Jared. You only watch silent films like Life Without Soul from 1915. Apparently, this is a dramatic masterpiece that only 37 people have watched. I have a feeling that you're just finding the most obscure possible films you can, and you're just throwing them in here so people will think that this low-life metalhead actually knows something about cinema. But the only thing I know for sure when I look at a top 4 like this is that I smell bullshit, especially when your recent activity is limited to films like Talk to Me and Mutant Mayhem, films that came out in the last 2 weeks. Don't try to tell me that out of the 1,000 films that you've watched, the top 4 are all from a literal century ago, but then the films that you're most often watching recently are films from the last 2 weeks. I don't buy that. I don't believe it for a goddamn second. Also, what did you have to say about Talk to Me? Pretty strong directorial debut. Well, that's a boring review. What about Mutant Mayhem? So basically, just a more family-friendly Into the Spider-Verse without the multiverse. So it's just family-friendly then. Why would you say Into the Spider-Verse without the multiverse? That's the whole thing. That's the plot of the movie. That would be like watching a movie. That would be like watching Jaws and saying like, oh, so it's like Titanic, but without the ship sinking, even though the ship does sink. You know what I mean. It's all right, I suppose, but it's not at all like the kinds that I grew up on. It's not my cup of tea. Oh, nostalgia hatred is the stupidest hatred in the world. Oh my God. Okay. Here's what it is. I do not dislike the prequel Star Wars films because they are different from the original trilogy of Star Wars films. I dislike them because they're poorly made. They're bad. They have bad acting in them. And they're boring. They are boring and dumb and stupid. It's not because they are not like the original Star Wars films. So this kind of thing where it's like, oh, how come it's not like the things from when I was younger? It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Review things as they are, not alongside what you think they should be like, because you didn't make the movie. You're just some asshole sitting in a theater hoping to get entertained while eating very expensive popcorn. Also, you have a lot to say about The Nice Guys. This was absolutely spontaneously fucking tremendously amazing. I know maybe you're going for a bit here, but having 3 adverbs in a sentence is a red flag. Just keep that in mind for later. And anyone at home, if you are texting with someone on a dating app, Tinder, Bumble, Vegly, etc., if anyone uses 3 adverbs in a sentence, stop talking to them. Stop talking to them immediately. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. This was a film I heard everyone... This is a film I heard everyone never shut up about for a while, and now I can clearly see why. It's amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's fine. It's fine. Mortal Kombat, 2.5 stars. That's wrong. That movie sucks. Dracula, 3 stars. That's wrong. That movie's a classic. The Nice Guys we already talked about. Memento, holy fucking shit. Honestly, I didn't get to talk about it in my Christopher Nolan ranked video because instead of doing like a long 40-minute video, I just did like a 1-minute short. But Memento is a very average film cut together in a very interesting way. And it's kind of a thing that Chris Nolan did a bit in his early career. Both Following and Memento are very basic stories told in a somewhat interesting way. And I think a lot of people look at the format of those films and drastically overestimate how good they are, how good both of those films are because of the format. Those movies, if you just play them chronologically, are so boilerplate. Like, each one of them would be a dime a dozen B film noir from the 1940s. And there's really nothing else about them that differentiates them, aside from that. Although I will say the music in Following is kind of cool. I agree Memento's a bit overrated, still solid though. I mean, I'm not saying it's not solid. To me, it's like a high C or like a low B type movie if we're talking about tier list. But people go way too fucking hard on Memento. You know, it's kind of like how some people, when they watch Quentin Tarantino movies for the first time, and it's like the first time they've seen a movie told out of order, and they're like, whoa, I didn't know that you could go B to C to A, bro. And it's like, yeah, fucking Rashomon exists too, you idiot. But hey, people find films at their own pace, I guess. Windy City Heat, what even the hell is this? What is going on here? He speaks and sounds identical to Charlie Day and screams like Sam Kingston, the ultimate troll movie. Oh, that sounds terrible. I don't want that at all. Oh, no. Okay, let's look at these lists. Films I wish I saw in theaters when I had the opportunity. Why did you want to see Kong Skull Island in a theater? It's just a big King Kong dude. You didn't miss much is what I'm saying. The Irishman, though, is interesting. The Irishman is interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. The Irishman, if you were to watch this in theaters, if you were to watch it in a good theater, you would have been watching the 4K version of that film, right? And it would have been the uncompressed version of that film. It would have been the best possible way that you could have seen The Irishman. And I think that in that version of The Irishman, the de-aging actually looks better because there's more actual detail available to see. If you watch this film on Netflix, and let's say you had just the HD version of Netflix, you are watching like, what, a 5 megabit a second version of that film in 1080p. So not only are you missing out on the detail, but the visual fidelity isn't going to be as high. And I think that's why a lot of people, when they saw The Irishman, were ragging on how bad the de-aging was, right? Because they weren't seeing it in the proper, or at least the highest possible quality. So I do think that if you saw The Irishman in theaters, the de-aging looked better. So I think that's actually legitimate. Knives Out, I don't know. I don't know if that is I don't know if that's a film that you needed to see in theaters, although there is some cool stuff in it. Lakeith Stanfield in that film too. Love Lakeith Stanfield. These are the same franchise. What? What do you mean? No, they're not. One's called Hellboy and the other's called Shazam. What do you mean? They're very different. They're obviously different. This is Dark Horse. This is DC. They're not related in any way. So, no. No. No, you're incorrect. Also, Guillermo del Toro is a way better director than whoever the hell did Shazam. Not for family night. Uh-oh. Which films are too weird for family night? Fucking Deadpool? Dude, I'd watch Deadpool with my parents. Why not? Because there's nudity in it? Psh, nothing they haven't seen before. Clockwork Orange? Yeah, I mean, rape scenes are bad. Old Boy? That'd be a fun one to watch with the parents. Movies that are hated on for several confusing and or logical reasons that do not deserve it. Oh, really? Oh, really? Unlike the other list, this one is for films that are mostly perceived as bad or underwhelming that I find underrated in one form or another. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. So, Jurassic Park 3 features a velociraptor yelling out the name of the protagonist in a dream sequence. It's a terrible movie. It's a terrible, terrible, bad movie. What are you talking about? There is nothing good about Jurassic Park 3. Nothing. Nothing. You also have Spectre here, which, to my mind, is the film that best shows what it's like when the lead of your film is spectacularly bored with the film that he is making for the entire film. Spectre is trash. I would watch Quantum of Solace over Spectre every day of the week, because at least in Quantum of Solace, Daniel Craig gives a shit about what is going on. Spectre has all of the energy of a retiree going to the post office to pick up their retirement savings check so they can go buy more oatmeal at the grocery store. Spectre is garbage. It's a garbage movie. Get it the fuck out of my James Bond. Also, Godzilla, King of Monsters, really, really drives home this point that Godzilla movies should not really have human beings in them. Who was in this one? Was it Millie Bobby Brown? Is this when she entered it? Kyle Chandler? Vera? Yeah. People in here that I generally think are good. Bradley Whitford? Ken Watanabe? Wait, is this the movie where we got the my God Zilla line? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, this is just another one that's shit. It's just shit. There's nothing good about this movie. It's bad. It's a bad one. You got the Fantastic Four movies here. Wait, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor? It's bad. It's just bad. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I'll agree with. That movie's actually good. But so many of these movies are just, like, not good. Objectively not good. Ugh. And I mean, you probably only like Watchmen because it has nudity in it, I'm guessing. That's probably your reasoning for that. You saw some tatas and you're like, why do people think this is a bad movie? It's so good. I saw a boob. 5 stars. It's probably where you're coming from. It's probably where you're coming from, I'm guessing. Underrated gems of the decent, good, great, and holy shit amazing variety. What? I don't even care. Oh, wait. Films that I like but I find a tad overrated. Blade Runner? Oh, get fucked, buddy. Movies I dislike that everyone else loves. Wait, what? How do you dislike Halloween? It's almost a perfect film. What are you doing? The Mummy 3 deserves all the hate? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But also, North by Northwest is good. Triangle of Sadness is good. I haven't seen Shin Godzilla in Air, and, like, Logan is fine. Nostalgia is blinding me. What kind of nostalgia do you think I have? How old do you think I am? That movie came out in 1978. You think I have nostalgia for a film that came out like 7 years before I was fucking born? No. No. It is an excellent film. from top to bottom, front to back. You ever want to watch a film that actually shows you how you can link your scenes together in a seamless way so the audience just gets transported from here to point to point to point to point and not have to worry about like abrupt starts and stops to scenes? Like, it's so well put together, so well constructed. I'm pretty sure the last 50 minutes of the film is just one scene. Then they just keep cutting around to different spots. They don't actually change scenes. You wouldn't even need to do that. Wait, what doesn't make sense? What do you mean it doesn't have to make sense? Triangle of Sadness is smug. It's not as smart as it makes you be. I mean, you probably need to watch more Ruben Östlund films. You probably need to watch more of his films. Also, you said Blade Runner was bad, so I don't feel the need to justify myself to you. Daniel Craig Bond films ranked by my personal ranking. Oh no, I've never seen this kind of list before. So this is wrong. Casino Royale, obviously, that is in the correct spot. Then it would be No Time to Die. Then it's Skyfall. Then it's Quantum of Solace. Then it's Spectre. Spectre is bad. Spectre made me wish I was at the dentist. It's a bad movie. Wait, the Monsterverse? You put Godzilla last? It's the best one. Godzilla, number 1. Kong Skull Island, number 2. And then Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla King of Monsters can duke it out for thing that I give the least shits about. Ugh, no. No. All right, now I'm actually kind of worried, Jared, about the films that you've got in here. Wrong. I ain't wrong. I am the cinephile supreme. That's who the fuck I am. Wait, House Shark? House Shark? Why did you watch this? That's another red flag right there. Has watched House Shark. There are 1.7 thousand red flags out there, everyone. Keep your eyes out. Virus Shark? I just don't understand why there's all these goddamn shark movies. Like, yeah, sharks are cool, but like, make them good? Try that? Maybe? Is this this isn't the original Invisible Man? No, this is a different one. With Chris... what is this? Didn't know that version existed. I think Men is a better film than 1 star, although I'm not going to argue about it too much. Scream 4 is probably better than 2 star, although just barely. Creature from the Black Lagoon is definitely better than 2.5 star. What did I give it? Have I rated it? That's like a 3.5 star film for sure. Also, Julie fucking Adams, man. My God. I try to stay away from just being like, yo, this movie is good because the lead woman in it is very attractive. But Julie fucking Adams, man. I recently saw her in a film that she did with Jimmy Stewart. Its name escapes me right now. But god damn it. Julie fucking Adams, dude. Come on. Worth like 3 stars on its own. Easy. Also, The Wolfman and Dracula are better than 3 stars. Once again, classics. Well, I think I prefer Wolfman over Dracula personally. Man, you get out of the basement real quick, eh? You get out of the basement real fast. I don't appreciate that. I don't like that very much. Just love looking at the chat and people being like, chatting with one another. It's cute. So cute. All right, what are the 5-star films? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Jared, are you sure? I wasn't going to bring this up because I know it's not your fault. You have no control over your name. But like, that's the kind of shit that I would expect out of someone who's named after the Subway spokesperson who, you know, did bad things, Jared. So I'm gonna need to ascertain from you in the chat maybe why you think Blood and Honey is any good. It's a comedic masterpiece and it's a meme film. No, I haven't seen it, and none of the words that you just put in chat gives me any reason to actually watch it. Also, the new Ghostbusters movie is 5 stars, Jared. No. No. Speaking of memes, I'm trying to imitate that one of Bugs Bunny saying no. Like, no. No. Ghostbusters Afterlife is definitely not 5 stars. Definitely not 5 stars. That movie is so average. So average. Doing justice to a legacy does not good film craft make. What else we got up here? Oh man, you really are like a child. Deadpool 2 and Deadpool 1. Toy Story 2. Batman Under the Red Hood. The Dark Knight. Ugh, God. Joker? Oh no. Oh no. Jared, do we live in a society? The Suicide Squad? Oh my God. I'm actually kind of getting embarrassed for you a little bit. I'm a little bit embarrassed. The fuck? Imagine that accusation. You're looking at the obvious stuff. Yeah. What, you think I'm going to go after you for giving 5 stars to Across the Spider-Verse? Not really, because that movie's like a 4. So the fact you gave it a 5 is not a big deal. Giving the Joker 5 stars is a big deal because it's fucking incel bullshit edgelord nonsense. And also the Suicide Squad is once again a 100% totally average Hollywood bullshit popcorn superhero film that no one should be giving this much of a shit about. So yeah, I am going after the obvious stuff. I'm sorry. Did you want me to go after how you gave Happy Time Murders 4.5 stars? A film that has a literal ongoing joke about puppets coming really hard? Would that be more to your taste? Is this what I should be telling all of the people about, Jared? How you're really into puppet movies where they fuck and they jizz everywhere and they use white yarn for the jizz, I think, if I'm remembering correctly? Is that the conversation that you would rather me have? And yes, I can hate it. Because it's so stupid. That's because it's poorly made. It's a poorly made film. Added to watch list. God damn it. I need to stop talking about films. As soon as I start describing the really bad films, people are like, oh wait, that actually sounds great. No, man, that movie's boring as all hell. I can only imagine they paid Melissa McCarthy like the GDP of a small nation to be in that film. Maybe even the GDP of Canada to be in that film. You would need to pay, I think, a legitimate, serious actor a lot of money to be in the Happy Time Murders. That shit is whack. I might have accidentally gave people access to stuff like House Shark. They always had access, but now you're giving them a reason. And that is the burden that I live with every day. All right, Jared, time to turn you into a good cinephile by forcing you to watch an actual good movie and not the nonsense that you have in your 5 stars. And also thank you very much to Kyle. Oh, you're a friend of Jared's? Interesting. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kyle. I will roast you in but a second. Also, Dan saying TJ. Why are you saying TJ? Tell me more. Otherwise, it just looks like you're yelling my name for no reason. So, permission to use your audio of my roast in my DJ set? Yeah. As long as you, like, film it and get in the Discord and post it in the Discord so people can watch it. Yeah, of course. Of course fucking do that. Are you kidding? I would be honored to be used in someone's DJ set. Absolutely. Y'all want to remix any of my stuff? Do it. I think that's hilarious. No, I think, Jared, don't worry. I think he's going to do it for when I roasted him. So, Jared, the movie that I'm going to force you to watch. You watched a lot of stupid shit. So I want you to watch a good movie. Hold on. Let me just go back to this for one quick second. Yeah, it's a lot of American films, a lot of adolescent bullshit humor films. Yeah, I'm going to force you to watch a serious film. Ooh, wait, no, that's not it. I'm going to force you to watch a serious film from Not America. That's what I'm going to do. A serious film from not America. And it would just be, it'd be so fucking easy to do Portrait of a Lady on Fire. I'm not going to do that though. Cause I gotta vary these things up, you know? So a fucking serious film from not America. A serious film from not America. And I can't pick Come and See because I haven't seen it. Could do Tokyo Story, actually. Could do Tokyo Story. All right, I'm going to do one more page, see if there's anything else. No, we're not going to do it today. It's got to be more serious. It's got to be a more serious film. Okay. Okay, I've decided. Jared, the film that you must watch next is Tokyo Story, the 1953 classic from Yasujiro Ozu. You can see here on Letterboxd, it has a 4.4, and it is number 35 on the Letterboxd Top 250. This is an all-timer. And when you watch it, you will be well on your way to graduating from adolescent boy who knows nothing about cinema to full-on basic Criterion bitch. So have at it. My profile picture is a picture of Tobey Maguire, just a tip. Trust me. You do not need to give me any material to roast you. I am very capable of doing it myself. Ooh. Oh yeah, we've got Chadat, who is going to get roasted next. Actually, Chadat, did you want a roast or did you just want a recommendation? And if your Letterboxd username is something other than your YouTube name, please let me know what it is. But I'm going to search for Chadat. Is this you? Is this you, Chadat? Is this you right here? Let me know. And if you want to get roasted, let me know. If you just want film recommendations, I'm happy to do that. I usually only... Oh, you want to roast? All right, let me get the fuck out of here then. Take a look at this for a second. Okay. Yep. Seeing some stuff. TJ, my guy, I'm in my 20s. I have 100 plus films logged. I ain't this basic. I swear on my friend's life. Well, everything I just watched or everything I just saw points to the otherwise. I don't think. Okay, let's think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. Remember that old saying where like you're not a master of something until you do it for like 10,000 hours. If the average film is 2 hours long, you need to watch 5,000 films to be a master of watching films. You're a fifth of the way there. I'm 3/5 of the way there, ish. So, you know, I'm allowed to call people. I'm allowed to say these things. Okay, yeah. Just looking to chat it. All right. Have you watched Atlanta, the TV series? I've watched the first season, and it was quite good. I've been wanting to watch the rest for a while. Either way, it was a blast to be roasted finally, even if it was more harsh than expected. So this is the weird thing, right? When people are like commenting on the roast as I'm roasting them, I think it actually does end up getting more harsh. Because then I just get mad about the things that you're saying. Like, mad about the things that you're saying in chat. What parts of Top Gun are holding you back from a full 5? The original Top Gun? I think it's the fact that in the final battle, they reuse footage a couple of times, and I'm not a fan of that. To be perfectly clear, when I rate a film a 5, like, I find no flaws with it, and I think it is the definition of perfect. Like, that's the level that I go to, and so if I'm watching a film and I notice like even a small thing that puts me off, it more than likely loses the ability to be 5-star at that point. Like I watched, as I said, Oppenheimer in 70mm IMAX last night, second time I saw it. And if I had seen it in that format first, I noticed that there was like a color correction, not a mistake, but just like an aberration where the IMAX black and white and the normal black and white were color timed differently. So they looked like different versions of black and white, but those images are being spliced together, right? Like it's going from IMAX to not IMAX like all the time. And the IMAX stuff, the IMAX black and white was very stark. It was very like literally black and white, whereas the other film for the black and white had a bit of a brown tinge to it, a bit of a more earthy flavor to it. Still black and white, but like had a little bit of brown in it. And that in and of itself would have been enough for me to be like, nope, not a 5-star. I did give it a 4.5 star, and I'm actually thinking about dropping it down to a 4 now that I've seen it in IMAX, in IMAX 70mm. So yeah, I tend to be exceedingly harsh when you get to like the higher end, because I do want 5 stars and 4.5 stars and even 4 stars to mean something. I don't want them to be candy that everyone. I don't want them to be candy that everyone just gets. You gotta clear the bar. Damn, that's not punk, TJ. I mean, I never said I was punk. For your regular viewers, do you create images of what they look like in your mind, or are they just names? I don't think of a face, if that's what you mean. I don't construct like faces of people, but I do start to associate certain things with names. But that doesn't really create an image. It's more of an impression. But yeah, kind of. Ugh. Ugh. And just to remind everyone, the live stream is going to be finishing a little early tonight, probably around 7:30, because I am going to be going to a Gran Turismo advanced screening so I can review it. What do you think I look like? Well, Matthew Bowen, considering your avatar is green, I'm going to say you look like a giant puddle of puke. You are a sentient puddle of puke. Am I close? I don't know, man. Jaws 1 is great. Yeah, Jaws 1 is great. What's your opinion on Old Boy? Super good. Yeah. Fair. Hey now. Clap back at me. It's okay. Just like Chad here is going to want to clap back at me after I roast him to the ground. And it's funny. It's funny this person's name is Chad, because I don't think they're a Chad at all. I don't think this person has ever in their life been referred to as a Chad. And yet somehow they have been blessed with this holy name of Chad. And so it is now up to me to bring Chad down to size. Turn him into the beta male cuck that we all know that he is. What up, Sigma bros on your grind set? By the way, I'm joking. Get the fuck out of here if you actually like watch Sigma male nonsense. It's stupid. Even if we watch alpha male bullshit, get the hell out of here. Like, it's dumb. Don't be dumb. We don't like dumb people around here. So, back to Chad. Apparently, Chad just doesn't know, which makes sense because you're in Los Angeles and you're probably surrounded by a smoke of marijuana stuff. I didn't want to say smoke twice. And that has probably something to do with the fact that your favorites are constantly changing because you're so doped up all the time, you have no short-term memory left. You're literally the guy from Memento, a film that takes place in Los Angeles. Wow, isn't it amazing how all of this just connects together? Like the interstates in Los Angeles. All right, I'm done with Los Angeles humor. Let's move on to the humor that is your favorite films. Apocalypse Now, After Sun, Night of Cabiria, and for a few dollars more. And yes, I know Apocalypse Now is in my top 4, but that doesn't mean a goddamn thing in this context, because you also have films like Nights of Cabiria and For a Few Dollars More here. And I know, I can tell that you're trying to be cool. You're trying so hard. Like, I see Nights of Cabiria. I know that's a Fellini film, and I know that you actually want to put 8.5 there, but you're worried. You're afraid. You don't know what'll happen if you put 8.5 there, because if you were to do that, you would think that other people are going to look at you and be like, oh, look at this fucking guy. He just likes the good movies. He likes the movies that everyone likes. He picked his top 4 out of the IMDb top 250 without a problem. And then you also have the exact same thing going on here for A Few Dollars More. You knew that you couldn't put A Fistful of Dollars or, heaven forbid, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. No. You had to pick the one out of the 3 that not a lot of people actually like. This movie is inferior to both A Fistful of Dollars and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which makes me think that it's here because you're trying to throw people off the scent, off the trail. I bet if we were to ask you in the chat right now which version of Apocalypse Now is your favorite, you'd give us some bullshit like the Redux or the Final Cut. That's another indicator that I'm correct. And then there's After Sun, which is objectively a good movie. So then we have your recent activity where you have seen Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, The Apartment, this silly movie that no one actually liked. And I'm pretty sure it's just been memed into existence, at least the critical praise for it by everyone on this goddamn site. I'm going to read your review in a second because I would love to know what your opinion on this absolute metaphysical nonsense is. And you also watched Shaun of the Dead. All right, we're doing it. End of Evangelion. That was a finale. Barely? Kind of? Like, no? It's kind of not a finale? I don't... We've already talked about Evangelion. What did you say about The Apartment? How many drinks have you had? 3. Me on a typical Friday. Pardon me. And then for Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, you said, smile 'cause it's worth it with a tear coming out. LOL, a pick-me bro, says Brianna. Yeah, maybe. Maybe a little bit. And you know what? Maybe smiling is not worth it sometimes. You know how many children are starving all around the world? Is it worth it to smile? Thinking about that? Probably not. Probably not, Chad. Probably not. Let's see. Ooh, you have some popular reviews. Infinity Pool. 2 stars. Mia Goth steals the show. Cool shots. Wasted premise. What the fuck did I just watch? Alexander Skarsgård coming. That's what you watched. 3.5 stars. Clone Wars, Star Wars, Clone Wars, criminally underappreciated. One of the best pieces of Star Wars media. It's a shame that this is shoved to the bottom of Star Wars section on Disney Plus, but at least it's there. And that is factually true. Factually true. It is a bit try hard though, right? Because you are taking a thing that you're thinking is underrated and rating it above everything else. So I think a pattern's emerging. Oh yeah. If it's that obvious, I'm gonna sing about it. 10 lists. What do we got? I like it when it's a small amount of lists. Movies that have spent time in my top 4. All right, let's see if the pick-me-ness bullshit continues on. Is this just Bebop the series? Boo. Boo. Have the guts to put the movie there or just fuck off, you know? God damn. He's a ratings booster? Get him? Oh my god, is he actually? I'll have to go back and see it. Wait. You've had Oppenheimer in your top 4? That movie's been out for 2 weeks. What? How did it get into your top 4 for less than 2 weeks and get booted already? What did it get booted by? How? We also have Over the Hedge, which you have put the Criterion cover on for. That is not a top 4 film that I think anyone should be proud about. And then some other bullshit like The Empire Strikes Back and Halloween, blah, 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 blah. Big Lebowski, yeah, okay. You only watch American films except for, I guess, Seven Samurai and Knights of Cabiria and For a Few Dollars More, which is an Italian film. I'll shut up now. War movies I've seen ranked. Wait a minute. You rank Come and See over Apocalypse Now, but Come and See has never been in your top 4 ever? Did I just expose you? Did I just expose you to the world as being a phony? Quick, everyone in the chat, call this guy a big phony. I think we're dealing with a big phony today. I think he's a phony. He's a phony Chad for sure. Christopher Nolan ranked. Ooh. I just did a whole video about this. The Dark Knight Rises. What the hell is that poster? That kind of rules, honestly. Anyways, the proper list, the proper ranking is Interstellar first, The Prestige 2, Dunkirk 3, Dark Knight 5. Hey, you got Dark Knight in the right spot. Oppenheimer is 3. Dunkirk is 4. The Dark Knight's still 5? Yeah, although I think Oppenheimer, having seen it twice, I think I would put it below Dunkirk, honestly. Yeah. Anyways, from the bottom, Dark Knight Rises is last. And then what was there? Tenet after that. And then I think it was following Memento, going from bottom to top. And then, Insomnia and Batman Begins and the rest of them all just kind of floating around in there in the middle. But this is wrong. This is the wrong list. Congratulations. Ooh, a 10-film Criterion collection. Cool. Cinemateq top 1. Oh, Oh, are these all? Wait. What? Cinemateq Top 100 2023 watch list. So these are all the films from the Cinemateq Top 100 that you haven't seen? Yo, you're the first person that I've ever seen do this. Good job. Good work. Glad to see that someone's taking this shit seriously. I mean, not very seriously because you did include La La Land, which is stupid, and I hate the fact that it's in the top 100. But maybe at some point in the future, people will smarten up and actually listen to me. I love saying that I'm the Cinephile Supreme, but you guys just ignore the shit that I say so often. I'm not a very good cult leader, is what I'm saying. All right, your films, Chad. Are you a film Chad? I don't think you're going to be a film Chad. Ooh, Rise of Skywalker half star. Nice. Love to see that. Wait a minute. 3 stars by the end of the first page? Never a good look. I'm leaning too much. I've been out of frame kind of for part of this. Let's see what do we got here. Ooh, you went after all of the Kubrick films, eh? Because you would need to watch like Flying Parade, Fear and Desire, and The Seafarers. Fuck, I haven't even seen The Seafarers. It's a short film, sure, but like, you're going after that Kubrick real hard. You didn't even have like a Kubrick ranked list, did you? Wait, did you? Did you have a Kubrick ranked list? You probably... Oh, you did. Not a cool guy, but a great filmmaker. Oh, man. Yeah. Barry Lyndon, The Shining, 2001. I mean, Eyes Wide Shut should be way higher. Put that shit up in the top 3, man. Do it. Eyes Wide Shut. For the projection shots alone, that rear projection is unrivaled. I spent my entire life thinking that so many shots in that movie were just shot on like a sound stage, and then I realized that some of it was all just rear projection, and I was stunned. That is some goddamn visual effects work right there. So what else we got going on here? Cocaine Bear 2.5, way too high. Wonder Woman 1985, that weird film where she kind of rapes a dude, too high, 2.5. The other things here, I haven't seen a lot of them because I don't watch bad movies like you do. But, you gave The Last Jedi 3 stars. That's better than what I expect out of a lot of people. So why don't we turn it around, Chad? Why don't we see what's going on at the top end? Maybe this is where the bullshit really is. Smiling Friends and History of the Entire World, I guess. Are those both YouTube videos at the very top, Chad? Those aren't films, Chad. They're YouTube videos, Chad. Why do people have such a big problem understanding that? YouTube videos do not belong on Letterboxd. Cut it out. Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, God. Also, you have Jedi here on the same level as Star Wars. No, that's incorrect. Inception at a 5-star, that's incorrect as well. There's only like one Nolan film that I would even consider putting at like 4.5 stars, and that's Interstellar. Everything else is below that. Isn't Smiling Friends a TV show on Adult Swim? I mean, I was just guessing. I don't know. I don't watch dumb things like this. I'm too busy going to theaters to watch Gran Turismo. We got Jaws, After Sun, Inglourious Bastards. A lot of unworthy 5-star films here. Wait, what is this? Oh, just Evangelion on its own. Always good to see Brokeback Mountain. Oh, yeah, there it is. 5 stars. Empire Strikes Back. Oh, the Kanye thing? Ugh. Speaking of problematic. Hey, look, it's Barbie. Ugh, why am I yawning? What's eating Gilbert Grape? Die Hard? Yo, give Prestige more love. Rank these other Nolan films lower. Prestige is dope and awesome, and it's great. Double Indemnity, though. Speed. Oh, man, we rated Speed the same thing. Nice. He made Graduation. Ferris Bueller is a 5 out of 10 at best. What are you talking about, Alonso? I mean, I don't actually know. I don't actually know for sure what it is and what it is not. It's been a while since I've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Also, I'm kind of sad that only one person in the chat, 2 people in the chat, called Chad a phony. I'm really sad that only 2 people did. I will be less sad if everyone in the chat likes the live stream, though. If you like the live stream, I will be less sad. I promise I will be less sad. I promise. Okay. Now I'm going to force Chad to watch a movie. I really want to do Yugetsu. Okay, wait. What are we seeing here in the top 5? What is there a lot of here? I see a lot of American films directed by men. Yep, I see a lot of American films directed by men. So, let's counteract that by finding a not American film directed by a woman. Fuck, it would be so easy if I just see Beau Travail. If I were to just watch this film. If I were to just do that, I could recommend that. It would be so easy. But I don't. But I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even seen Jeanne Diamant yet, so I can't even do that one. All right. We'll find it though. We'll find it. Hopefully. I might not be able to. I might not be able to. Wait, nobody knows. Have I seen that? No, that's... Oh, yeah. No, I haven't seen that. Room, Wages of Fear. Oh, man. It's actually going to be kind of hard to find a non-American film directed by a woman in here, I think. I think that might actually be super tough. I might just have to go with a non-American film. Unfortunately. Because even I fall into the trap of, like, not seeing a lot of films directed by women. Oh, wait. There's one. Cleo from 5 to 7. Nice. Agnes Varda coming to my rescue, as she always does. So, there you go, Chad. You want to be a real film Chad? You're going to go home or, I don't know, do something. And then you are going to watch Cleo from 5 to 7, the wonderful French New Wave film from Agnes Varda. And that will be your way of getting out of this terrible slump you're in where you're only watching films directed by American men. So, there it is. There it is. There's your recommendation. Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, yeah, you are going to watch it. You are going to watch it, Chad. You are going to watch it. Cleo's on my top 4. Oh, nice. Didn't see this one on the watch with, but it is a thought. Wait, which one? Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I can't recommend it every time. Otherwise, I would just be recommending Portrait of a Lady on Fire every time, you know? But yeah, that one. So there you go, Chad. Hope you enjoyed that. Who's up next? Yes, Kyle. Kyle Merlin. I wonder if he's related to Merlin the Magician. Tobey Maguire face. Yep, I remember now. Yep. Okay. What's going on in chat, though? What are you guys talking about? Anything interesting? How you doing, everyone? Roast me, TJ. I live for this. You won't be when I'm done with you. Yo, TJ, he changed his 4 favorites before this. I don't know how much he changed, just a heads up. Well, I mean, I can only roast what I can see. And thank you, Chad, for the super chat donation. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up? Just got back from seeing Barbie. What's up, Jarb Carp? Hope you're doing well. What did you think of Barbie? Did you have a fun time? Did anyone else who's seen Barbie have this experience? I don't know if I talked about this much on the live stream, but like when I walked out of Barbie, I loved everyone around me. It was one of the only times that I have left a theater where I genuinely was looking around at the people in my vicinity. And I just wanted to go up to them and be like, you know what? You look great. Your hair is awesome. Your fit is on point. You have yourself a good goddamn day. Like, I just wanted to shower everyone around me in praise and just let them know how wonderful and valued they are, you know? And I just wanted to spread love after watching Barbie. I just wanted to do that, you know? And then a couple of hours later, or really the next day, I was like, oh, wait, no, humanity's shit. But for that time, after seeing Barbie, I was like, yo, people are just the best. I fucking love people. People are so cool. Barbie was a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Fair enough. Yeah, I really liked the movie. It made me appreciate the small things we take for granted. Interesting. Meg 2 was the most fine movie ever. Seeing it in 3D, though, wasn't the best way to see it. Yeah. Bad news. Kuwait band talked to me because of a trans actor in it. Fuck Kuwait. Fuck him. That's a stupid thing to do. they can eat my shit. If you're banning movies for reasons like that, suck my dick. Suck my dick, Kuwait. It was the opposite for me. It made me wish I lived in Barbie Land instead of living with humans. But there's not real beaches there. It's all just plastic. Talk to Me was really good. Such a loss. Yeah, no doubt. Eli's here. What's up, Eli? I got to see The Matrix in theaters last night. Nice. Man, I remember the first time I saw The Matrix. I saw it in theaters. 35mm print. Ooh, baby. Ooh, that movie sang. But they have Ryan Gosling. I mean, we have Ryan Gosling in the real world here too, though, you know. And I think that having Ryan Gosling in the real world is enough. I want to be friends with Alan to cheer him up. Shout out to Alan. I think so many people were like, yo, Alan was my favorite part. We love Alan. Also, Jared, why are you yelling R? Are you a pirate? Oh, wait, yeah, no, you are yelling it because you are a pirate. Nice. We have Ryan Gosling in the real world, too. I have so many great quotes. I'm surprised that nobody tried to quote "suck my dick, Kuwait." But maybe you guys aren't allowed to put bad words in chat. I can't remember how strict that is. But I think that's my best quote of the day so far. Suck my dick, Kuwait. I can't Kuwait for you to suck my dick, Kuwait. Banning a good-ass movie like Talk to Me, you should be ashamed of yourself. Spider-Verse 2 finally available for stream, but people are losing it over a trans flag. Are people okay? Some people are not. Some people are definitely not okay. And that was actually something that came up in a film or in a video I put up on TikTok. I found someone put a review up on Across the Spider-Verse, like right when it came out, and was like, "This movie's satanic and blah blah this and blah blah that," and it was just like, what are you even talking about, man? What are you talking about? Just because someone's got a protect trans kids flag up in their room, it's satanic? I swear, oh man, it would actually be kind of hilarious if like satanic turned into the new woke, like if that's how the language evolved. So then now every time that there's like a trans person on screen or like a gay couple holds hands in a Disney film, the right-wing shitheads are like, oh my god, this movie is satanic. This movie is so satanic. And then I can just sit back and be like, yeah, a little bit. Kinda. Ben Shapiro, Critical Drinker, and all those guys, just ignore them. I agree. For me, I watched a little bit of Ben Shapiro's Barbie review, and I turned it off when he, like, very early on in the review was just like, there's no jokes after the first 2 minutes. I just stopped. Because at that point, if he's not going to engage in good faith with the material, and he's just going to lie to his audience, I have no reason to stick around and see what other lies he's going to say. Fuck Ben Shapiro. Fuck him up his stupid ass. That's a Kevin Smith reference, I think. Do you guys ever have that thing where you just like say things and you're not sure if they're film references or not? You know? Does anyone else do that, or is that just me? I've seen so many movies and I have so much random movie shit in my head. Sometimes I wonder if the things that I say are references or if I'm like actually making up original stuff. It's hard to know. It's hard to know if I'm Knuff. Unpopular opinion, Barbie was 7 out of 10. Man, I don't even think that's an unpopular opinion. It's totally okay to say that Barbie's a 7 out of 10. It's okay to say that Barbie's a 2 out of 10. I honestly I couldn't give a shit either way. Your opinion's your opinion. I'm not going to come after you for just having an opinion. But like, if your opinion is the movie is woke or it's anti-men, 1 out of 10, then I know for a fact that you are not in good faith critically engaging with the film. Because you're just fucking lying. You heard one thing in the film about like men being reduced to like dudes that like horses or whatever, and you're like, oh, this is anti-men, fuck this shit, blah blah blah. Like, you're not doing any work to critically engage with anything that's going on in that film. So, you know, eat shit. But if you're going to be like, oh, I didn't like Margot Robbie's performance, 2 out of 10, I don't care. Good. I'm glad you felt comfortable enough expressing that opinion. That's it. I want the deleted scenes from Barbie. Oh, you mean the fart opera? Yeah, I want the fart opera from Barbie too. Did anyone else hear about that? How there's a fart opera in Barbie? I can only assume it's the Kens doing it. But goddamn, I want to see that. All right. All right. You guys ready for the best transition ever? Speaking of a fart opera, Carl Merlin, seen here in their profile picture, desperately trying to look like an alcoholic Tobey Maguire. Why in the good goddamn would you choose this as your profile picture? Are you trying to audition for Catch a Predator? Get this shit out of here. And apparently, Carl, you're in my mom's basement, which would actually be appropriate considering that my parents don't have a basement, they have a crawl space. And based on the troll ass shit that I'm sure I'm about to uncover in your stupid fucking profile, it will be very easy to declare you a troll. I'm not even going to look at your stupid Twitter account to find that out about you. I'm going to do this organically. And something that I am going to come back to, or at least something I'm going to address right now, the fact that in the chat, you and your friend Jared were having an argument as to who has the best or worst Letterboxd profile or some shit like that. Carl, if you show up for an I'm better than you fight, you gotta have something better than 178 films as ammunition. This says to me that you started watching films like a year ago. How am I supposed to take you seriously in any single way? Apparently you've only seen 40 films this year. Every single person in this chat right now has seen probably 100 films this year. Probably. Because they're true cinephiles, Carl. Not this poser-ass bullshit like you. And you know how I know, Carl, that it's just poser-ass bullshit? Look at these favorite films. The Invisible Man, Into the Spider-Verse, Godzilla, and Vertigo. You probably watched the Americanized version from 1956 of Godzilla, where they inserted in like some American piece of shit military officer so that I guess people could go see the movie and not have to worry about watching some Japanese people like figure out a problem. Great. Good for you. Stop trying to tell me that you actually like the original Godzilla and put the proper one there. The Godzilla from 56, not the one from 54. I call bullshit. And I know for a fact that the only reason you have vertigo here is because you knew you were going to get roasted and you switched out at the last second. You were like, furiously searching through all kinds of movies. What are the best movies of all time? What is he not going to roast me about? Oh no, I'm so afraid. Oh no, I'm going to put vertigo. He can't roast me for that. Yes, I can. Yes, I fucking can. I can roast you for any movie on here. Kind of like how you have The Invisible Man right there. It's a thing that I wish you would try out. Being an invisible man. God damn it. So what have you been watching recently? The Nice Guys, Mutant Mayhem, Down by Law, Mean Girls, 4.5 stars for Mean Girls. I wonder what kind of great takes you have on that movie. Damn, those were some Mean Girls. Yeah, it's the title of the movie, Carl. Oh, God, I feel like I need to get a dunce hat out, put you in the corner of the classroom. What else did you have to say here? Nice Guys? Oh, wait. Wow, those were some nice guys. Are you kidding me? Is this your whole fucking shtick? Do you just repeat the name of the movie in the review? Wow, those were some nice guys, and now I'm a part of the problem. At least you didn't say down by law. Some shit like, oh, I'm glad I'm not down by law, LOL. Wow, man. Promare, the best bromance since RRR. You very easily could have put the best promare here if you wanted to, if that's the actual level that your wit can achieve. Also, the best bromance since RRR? This movie came out before RRR. How can it be the best bromance since a thing that it precedes, Carl? And apparently, Dazed and Confused is the best movie experience I've had, and yet that is only good enough for a 4.5 star. So if anything else here is rated a 5, I get to call bullshit real loud. So loud that my neighbors complain, but they don't complain. So, yeah, Jarvcarp, I see you there saying, wow, those are some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting into some mutant mayhem. Unfortunately, they didn't give us a written review for that, but I can only... Oh, wait, they did. Wait a minute. The icon's not there, though. Letterboxd. You're slipping. I respect what it was trying to do, and the animation is great, but I couldn't get into it personally. I'm glad people like it. See, this is the big difference between other people giving a film 3 stars and me giving a film 3 stars. Because this person didn't like it and still gave it 3 stars. I did like it and did give it 3 stars. Also, fucking chat is killing me right now. Damn, that portrait of that lady was definitely on fire. Wow, those were some Barbies. Wow, those were some space odysseys in 2021. That's sick. You guys are great. A plus. All right, let's look at these lists. Any list? 4 lists. Oh my goodness. Annoying Film Bros movie list. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, wait, is this what you meant when you were talking about nice guys in your nice guy review? Now you're a film bro? Now you're one of us? So let's see. Have you correctly done the thing where film bro movies are essentially movies that are directed by American men, or at least white men? Let's see. Ooh, The Raid 1 and The Raid 2. Don't count them as film bro films, personally. Everything else, though, seems to check out. Although American Psycho is directed by a woman, but I'm guaranteed that most film bros don't actually know that. I'm pretty sure, god damn it, chat. I'm pretty sure that most film bros don't know that American Psycho is directed by a woman. I think that's probably one of the steps that you take when you get out of your film bro phrase. When you realize, when you can say out loud that American Psycho was directed by a woman. That's part of it. But yeah, we got the other things that you would expect to see here. La Samurai is actually a very interesting inclusion here, because not only is it directed by Jean-Pierre Mavel, which is kind of a film bro thing, if you're going to include French directors and things like that, but also it stars Alain Delon, who is a very shitty person. And this is just kind of seems to me would be the kind of film, right? Where film bros are like, you got to separate the art from the artist, you know? Roman Polanski did a really good job directing Rosemary's Baby, and I don't care that Alain Delon, was homophobic and beat up women. He was a great actor. And it's like, shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your goddamn face. But yeah, I think a lot of these are correct. You probably could have included a few more Lynch films. You only got 4 here. The Driver. I haven't seen The Driver. I should probably watch The Driver. As a film bro. I probably am a film bro. I'll just say it out loud. But I'm getting there. I'm recovering. I'm a film bro in recovery. Dad movies. Uh-oh. I mean, yeah, probably. For reference, a dad movie is typically a war movie, a historical movie that has to do with a male politician of some kind, or a racing movie, a movie that has cars in it. Those are typically what I would call dad movies. Really just movies about sports. Movies about sports, war movies, and historical biopics that focus on a male politician. Those are dad movies. Favorite films. Is this ranked? It's kind of hilarious how you were like, oh, these are the annoying film bro films. And then you look at the favorite films and it has annoying film bro films in it. Fight Club, Drive, Inglourious Bastards, Taxi Driver, Godfather, Back to the Future. You know, some David Lynch films. Godzilla, which we've already established, that's a lie. Jaws, Pulp Fiction, The Dark Knight. Surprised you don't have Joker in here somewhere. God damn it, chat. I keep looking over and seeing more of these reviews. Whoa, those fellas weren't really good. Oh, wow, Morbius was morbid on that one. That one's not bad. That head erased real good. Oh, God. Wow, everything was definitely everywhere all at once. Oh, it's great. It's great. You guys are great. Chat, you're great. All right, let's fucking do the films. And there's going to be nothing here because we know he's seen virtually nothing, right? Lowe's first. What? Godzilla from 1998? Yeah, it's not good, but you think that's the worst movie that's on par with Morbius? That's a stretch. The gravest sin that Godzilla committed was being boring. This is a boring movie. Like as soon as Godzilla leaves the screen, that's its largest sin, right? Morbius is just abominable. It's an abomination. It's the gravest sin, the gravest sin that you can commit, I think, in a film. What this was, and what Morbius was, and so that I think is why it deserves like a 1 star or a half star. Godzilla is just kind of boring for about half of it. So, yeah. Then we also have other films. We get out of the shit. We get to the 2 stars real fast. But we also have like not very good films like Bohemian Rhapsody, Batman, Dawn of Justin, whatever the fuck that's called, Rise of Skywalker, Batman and Robin. Okay. Cocaine Bear. Yeah, that's too much praise. You have seen Secret of the Ooze though. This was like one of my favorite movies as a kid. This movie's actually kind of great. Paige Turco as April O'Neil, I think. Yeah. Woo. Although it'd be hilarious if like you were to go to the reviews for like this film and see if people are doing like that whole like not my April O'Neil bullshit that I think some people are doing with the new one. It's so stupid. Then what else we got here? Okay, a lot of Hollywood blockbustery type films. The Jurassic Worlds, the Star Wars, the Mortal Kombats. No, that's a blockbuster. Fast X. Wait, you gave Fast X 3.5 stars? Holy shit, dude. That's like embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. You put Fast X on the same level as Batman Begins? I'm wondering now if you need to maybe go to the doctors who check eyesight. I think that might be a thing you need to try. Also, The Dark Knight Rises at 4 stars is a hate crime. This movie has some of the worst and stupidest bullshit in it that I've ever seen. It's disgraceful. And part of this has to do with the fact that it should have been 2 films. Hear me out, chat. Instead of calling this film The Dark Knight Rises, you take the film, you cut it into 2 sections. The first movie is called Nightfall, because the Dark Knight, at the end of it, falls into a big fucking pit and is in despair. So there you go. That's the movie. And then the second half is called The Dark Knight Rises, because that's when he rises out of the pit. And then you just basically do a clean little cut thing in there, do some rejiggering with when things happen in the storylines, and then you allow for certain things to be fleshed out, especially in that first half. Like, watch this film again if you dare, if you have the time. And don't tell me that it's just embarrassing from a narrative perspective how Batman and Marion Cotillard's character, I forget what she's called, Miranda Tate maybe, something like that, how quickly they fuck, right? I'm not giving grief to Batman for being a little bit quick in the sack. That's not what I'm talking about. Literally in this film, Tate, I'm going to call her Tate. I don't know if that's right or not. I know that she's something else, but oh yeah, Miranda Tate. There we go. So Miranda Tate and Bruce Wayne meet once, and they have a 2 to 3 minute conversation, probably less than that. And then when Bruce Wayne loses his whole empire, his whole fortune or whatever, he's trying to break back into Bruce Manor or to Wayne Manor, and she shows up in the rain, and then they just fuck. Why would someone who has had 3 minutes of FaceTime with a person then go to console him at his lowest point, if not for the fact she might just be the bad guy who's trying desperately to get into his good graces? You think that maybe that would be something the world's supposed greatest detective could figure out. But I guess not. There's so much tragic shit in this film. Oh, it could have been good. It's just way overstuffed. And they give nothing. Also, okay, wait, I'm not done with this movie. Did it seem to anybody else in this film that every time Alfred was talking, he not only had a tear in his eye, but he was very... It almost seemed like he was doing a parody or like a satirical version of the kind of speeches he was doing in The Dark Knight, right? In The Dark Knight, it makes sense. In The Dark Knight, it makes sense because he's trying to teach. He's trying to get Bruce Wayne to do certain things or whatever. He's trying to be a good mentor, right? But in this movie, in The Dark Knight Rises, it's like he just puts the emotion up at 11 for no reason. For no reason at all. And then just goes for it. It feels like a parody of what Alfred was doing, what Michael Caine was doing in the first two films. And it's silly. And it maybe is one of the best things about the film is that Michael Caine exits the film when he does, because then you don't have to watch him be silly anymore with these ridiculous, over-the-top, like, crying moments. TJ wanted a coffee date scene first. You're right about Alfred, though. Every scene was way too climactic. Yeah. And yeah, I did want a coffee date scene first. Just literally anything that would show me that they were, like, building a relationship, you know? Just, like, anything. Like a trust-building moment. A trust-building moment. Like, in that first scene when they actually meet, Bruce is skeptical. Miranda Tate says that she can try to do something for him, and then the next time they meet, she comes through, and then Bruce starts to see her as an ally. Just that would have been enough. But there wasn't enough time in this nearly 3-hour movie for that. Silly. Absolutely silly. So we're at the end of the first page and we're already at the 4-star films. What? I'm also looking at this and seeing Street Fighter at 3.5 stars. Right there once again with Batman Begins. Honestly, the more I look at this, the more I don't know what's going on, honestly. Because I'm seeing Batman Begins alongside Street Fighter, Men in Black 3, Godzilla King of Monsters, The Lost World. What? I'm starting to falter. I'm starting to lose my mind. All right, 5 stars. Look at the 5 stars. And it's mostly, yeah, okay. It's very film bro-y. It's very film bro-y. Kyle, your name's Kyle, right? Carl, you're a film bro. You're a film bro. But don't worry, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that eventually. We're gonna try to. But yeah. Dark Knight, Fight Club, The Shining, No Country for Old Men. The only saving grace is that you have Barbie here at a 5 star. Other than that, it ain't good. It ain't good for you. Lots of film bro shit. V for Vendetta, yeah. Uncut Gems, Halloween, Wolfman. Kill Bill Volume 1 but not Volume 2, lame. Jaws, Finding Nemo. It's kind of funny seeing both of those together, honestly. Ratatouille. God damn it, chat. Wow, Joan of Arc sure had that passion. You guys are roasting him harder than I am. Haxon at 5 is correct. I mean, it is a slideshow, though. It's a 1920s PowerPoint presentation on witchcraft. I do enjoy this film, but we need to call it what it is. Wow, Christ sure had a Last Temptation. You sure did. You sure did. All right. Let's try to find this person. A film that will get them out of their film bro-ness. And if I thought I could do it with anime, I would suggest Pat Labor, the movie. I do legitimately really like this film. As you can see that I gave it a 4.5 stars. And it's directed by Oshii, who did the original Ghost in the Shell from 1995. And I really want to try to get a hold of Angel's Egg. I don't think I've ever been able to find a version of it, though. It's just, I don't know. I want to see all of his stuff that's actually good. Because I know he started doing, like, not great stuff at some point, and he hasn't done many films. A lot of these are actually, like, anime, like, full whatever. But I guess, oh yeah, the 2030 special compilation of 5, yeah. He's done a lot of live action stuff, but because this guy did Ghost in the Shell and Pat Labor, and I really love both of these films, I want to see more of his stuff. I have seen Pat Labor too as well. But Angel Eyes, I still need to track that down. And Avalon, have I tracked this down yet? Oh no, this is live action. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about live action films from him. Anyways, I'm not going to suggest this because I don't think that's going to bust you out of film broness. Obviously, to bust you out of film broness, we have to be looking for a film directed by a woman. These are a lot of anime films. Yeah, more anime. The Last Samurai, JFK, those are definitely not going to break you out of being a film bro. Stop it, people. I'm dying. No, keep going. More of them. Wow, that filament really was blue. Oh, God. More. Black Swan, no. Nope. No. I mean, La La Land, of course not. Really, at this point, I'm like, the first film I see that's directed by a woman, I'm going to be like, yeah, that one. It doesn't even need to be a not American film. Just the first film directed by a woman that I see. The first one. Still haven't found it yet, though. Nightbreed is... Yeah, it's Clive Barker. Brood, no. Stepford Wives, no. If anyone sees a film directed by a woman that I don't know is directed by a woman, please shout it out. Because otherwise, I got nothing. There's so much film bro shit here that I just don't want to do it. Lady Bird was there? Oh, was it really? I missed that. Where was it? I didn't see it. What is this? Scott Barley? I don't even know what this movie is. Kind of a cool poster, though. Yeah, was Lady Bird here? I didn't see it. If it's not, then yeah, Lady Bird. Fuck. Oh my god. Sometimes I look for chat and I'm like, it was next to La La Land. Oh yeah, there we go. So watch Lady Bird. There you go. That's a film that I'm forcing you to watch. The only film in your watch list, Carl, that is directed by a woman. Shameful. But there you go. There it is. Also, I will say, definitively, I will end this argument between you and Jared. Carl, your profile is worse. You have the worst Letterboxd profile out of the two of you. And Jared's wasn't especially good. So, there you go. Speaking of Jared, wow, you know what, honestly, outside of being called a literal child, I think I feel better about myself seeing how bad both TJ and chat utterly burned my boy to a cinder. Truly wonderful. Carl, I hope you enjoyed that. And remember, you asked for it. You literally asked for it. God damn it, chat, you're still going? The diamond sure was bloody. The beauty sure was with the beast. Wow, that lady was really a bird. American Psycho was directed by a girl. Yeah, but he had already seen American Psycho. All right, I'll give Lady Bird a shot. Good. Can't believe that woman was under the influence. God damn it. Sergio, if you want to be roasted, there is a Letterboxd list linked in the description box below, or you can super chat to jump the line. There are no more super chats in line, though, so now we actually get to move forward with the list, unless anyone wants to just jump in suddenly. I am going to chill with chat here for a second because you just keep going. Can you do me next, please? I'm in the UK and I need to get some sleep. LOL. Planty24, you are not currently in the next up list. And Tyler has the one that's next up. Wow, that TJ sure was the Cinephile Supreme. That's true. That's a true thing. Wow, that god was Zilla. Those Avengers sure ended the game. But it was after those Avengers started the Infinity War, right? The Avengers sure was in an Infinity War. There you go. There you go. This is incredible. This is great. This is like on the level of the one time we were doing the Cinemateq Film Awards and y'all kept going super hard on like the Dune puns. This is like on the same level. In fact, I think a lot of you here don't remember. We're not here for that. Please go back and watch like the live stream for the Cinemateq Film Awards. If it's still up, I don't know if I still have that up or not. Where chat just goes crazy over Dune puns. It's so good. It's so good. Ella was there, that's right. Stop kicking him. He's already dead. It's my impersonation of Brianna right now. All right. Wow, that mama was definitely petite. Somehow having it in a different language makes it better. I think that's the best thing. The best thing. Wow, there sure were Shinichi of those samurai. Ba-boom. I did it myself. That's a Seven Samurai joke. Which in Japanese is called Shinichi no Samurai. Yep. That's true. I know the Japanese name of that film. I also know the Japanese name for Rashomon. It's Rashomon. I'm so good at being a cinephile. All right. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to end this right now. Wow. It certainly was a wonderful life. There you go. That's the last one. Tu Mama was really Tambien. Tu Mama really was Tambien. E2 Mama. Really, it should have been E2 Mama, Brianna. If we're being totally fair and balanced and honest. Maybe the madness will stop if I roast someone else. Wow, that aisle sure had some dogs. Yes. That wouldn't make sense, TJ. Yes, it would. Because Itu Mama Tambien means and your mother, and I think the Tambien means too, right? Like, or as well. Because the whole joke is like, and your mother too. It's like an insult that you direct someone back, that you direct back. So Itu Mama would just be and your mother. So, and your mother was really too. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't make sense, would it? Then again, we're not really operating in a place of logic currently. Never start a sentence with and? Well, I'm sorry, Brianna, but I'm not going to tell the Spanish that they should abide by English grammatical rules. I'm not a colonizer like that, Brianna. Wow, Londale. Fuck, god damn it. Yes. God damn it, Chad. You're just making me laugh right now. I don't even want to do anything else. I just want to stare at Chad and just chuckle. All right. I'll try to do something else. It just never ends. I can only imagine how bad this would be if I didn't have like a 3-second chat timer. Like, I'm limiting you guys to a chat every 3 seconds, and still somehow there's like a chat every half second, a comment every half second that's just doing this. I don't even have to do the roasting anymore. Y'all are just taking care of this for me. Wow, that cinema was technical. I don't even know what that's a reference to. That's a good one, actually. I like that one. Wow, that Lost Ark sure did have some raiders. Just spitting straight facts. Now you guys are not even doing movies anymore, though. You're just bringing this into reality. Do one about Beetlejuice, chat? I mean, come on. That's not even hard to do. Wow, that juice sure was made out of beetles. Come on, Brianna. You could have done that one yourself. I'm just gonna do requests now. The future sure was in the past. Fuck's sakes. Okay. I can't. I gotta stop watching these. This is like TikTok, but way more funny. This is what this has turned into. Y'all are more entertaining than TikTok right now, and there's no way that I can share this with people. I mean, I guess I could. Maybe I should start screen recording chat, and I'll just put that up as like 10-minute long TikToks and see if that gets any traction on TikTok. Fuck, it's probably the stupid thing that would. Wow, that man really ironed. Fuck. Kind of like Tyler. Kind of like how Tyler was a man who really ironed. That's the best thing that I can say about Tyler, because right now my brain has been turned to mush by all of these brilliantly wonderful psychopaths in chat who are just continuing to meme until they can't meme anymore. Speaking of memes, look, it's a mouse with a fucking straight razor. I'm sure that's indicative of something about our culture. I just can't think straight right now, and so I don't have a very good answer for you. And hey, would you look at that? Tyler's from Wisconsin. You know what that means? They like cheese. This is the kind of highbrow comedy you can expect from me for the rest of this stream, because I have been physically and emotionally drained by what Chad is doing right now. I am being held hostage by people who just cannot stop. And it's awesome. So, Tyler, Cheesehead, Wisconsin, what does your bio say? I try not to call it cinema, but sometimes I slip up. Why would you try to not call it the thing that it is? Are you worried that people are going to think that you're an elitist prick? Yeah, I'd be worried about that too if I didn't have an itchy and scratchy profile picture and I was from Wisconsin. You know the last time someone from Wisconsin was mistaken for an elitist prick? When someone from California took a vacation there. So, let's move on to, I don't know, the rest of this goddamn profile. 5-star favorites, Criterion Chicken. What does that even mean? Criterion Century Cycle. MCU with you? What? Wait, what is this? I'm curious. Criterion Chicken. Lauren and I put every single Criterion film title I own into scraps of paper and then put them into a large glass chicken and then take turns drawing from it and watching the result. These are the movies we've watched so far in chronological order. Who the fuck is Lauren? And why do I care about this? Why would I care about this? I don't like it's an interesting thing to do, but at the same time, I don't know you and I don't know who Lauren is. Also, I call bullshit. There's no way you just like randomly watch Police Story and then Police Story 2. I'm betting you pulled out Police Story and then Police Story 2 first and then decided to do Police Story 1 first because you're from Wisconsin? Is that the joke? Is that where the joke is? Oh, Tyler, I'm so sorry that this roast is going to be what it is. Wait a second. What is this favorite films? What is this? We're seeing The Nice Guys again. I guess The Nice Guys is the new meta, maybe, for Letterboxd. Maybe this is what people are into, I guess. I don't know. But you also have In Bruges, Modern Times. You know what? Some would argue that this is a modern classic. Some would argue that that is a classic. Don't even need to say classic twice in that instance, you dummy. I'm calling myself a dummy. But then you have a film here that I've personally never heard of, and it's called Hundreds of Beavers, also known as an incel's wet dream. Let's take a look at Hundreds of Beavers. In this silent, supernatural winter epic, a drunken Applejack salesman must go from zero to hero and become North America's greatest fur trapper to defeat hundreds of beavers. So I have some notes. The first of which, you cannot call your film an epic if it's under 2 hours long. I didn't make the rules. That's just what the rules are. Second thing, people don't hunt beavers anymore. You know, they kind of stopped that. So is this meant to be like a period piece? And if so, Why is it silent? Why is he a drunken Applejack salesman? Is this an animated film? I really hope this is an animated film, although it's probably not. Only 619 people have seen this, and it only has 16 fans, but it's rated at a 3.8? The hell? What has this director done? Lips, the League of Interplanetary Process Servers? What? Between what Chad is doing right now and what this film is, I think my brain wants to exit my body. I think it wants me to go get like a pizza cutter, just go like this for a little while, and then just lift off this part of my brain, this part of my head, and then just let it leave. Just let it go. Obviously, I have done too many bad things in my life to my brain already. And this is probably the last straw. I'm sorry, brain. I know that you deserve better than this, but at the same time, I also like making content. It's weird. It's a weird relationship that I'm in with myself right now. Also, you gave Mutant Mayhem 4.5 stars. A really wonderful love letter to both the franchise it represents and the medium of animation. Everything feels so frenetic and fresh, and the kids are perfect as turtles. A really fun time. You know what, Tyler? You're not wrong. You just rated it way too goddamn high. Why did you give Cat Video Fest 5 stars? This is literally just funny cat videos and memes compilation 2023, but in theaters with a packed crowd and for a good cause. So, like, what? Because it's for charity? That means that it gets 5 stars? Would you give Triumph of the Will 5 stars? Because I'm pretty sure that film was trying to fund the charity of Nazis. Tyler. Also, you watched some Looney Tunes stuff. Hopefully they weren't the really racist ones. Oh, wait, never mind. Pretty sure that this mouse is anti-Semitic in some way. I'm pretty sure that that's an anti-Semitic mouse. And I'm being serious. I'm pretty sure that's an anti-Semitic stereotype right there. So, The Burbs, 5 stars. That's your pinned review. The Matador, Cat Video Fest. Ooh, popular reviews. 37 likes, Tyler. Look at you being popular on the internet. This was such a great tribute to one of the best Pokemon. Wait, what the fuck is this? Bidoof's Big Stand? Who is Bidoof? What is Bidoof? Am I saying Bidoof right? Is it Bidoof? I'd rather call it Bidoof because I think that sounds a lot better. Mom, please be quiet. I'm watching Bidoof's Big Stand. Comparable to Passion of the Christ. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is why the selfish perception of people. What? I don't fucking know what's going on. Oh, the Bidoof Warrior from Mad Max. Right. I forgot about that. Okay, so this is actually something that the Pokemon Company made? And Game Freak was involved in it? Cool. Does any Pokemon watchers know what Bidoof says? Like, if it's a Pokemon, is it just, like, obviously Pikachu goes like, Pika Pika, Pikachu, and all that stuff. So does Bidoof just go like, Bidoof? Bidoof. Is it a deep voice? Bidoof. Bidoof, Bidoof. Bidoof. Doof. Bidoof. Is that how Bidoof sounds? If not, the Pokemon Company should hire me to do Bidoof. I feel like I could really encapsulate the doofness of Bidoof with my voice. I think I could. Wait, who are you following? Why did I suddenly get interested in that? You follow me? Aww, that's great. I'm still gonna roast you though. How are you following Cary Grant though? Oh, it's some guy named John Benjamin with 5,000 followers. What a dummy. What a dumb person. All right, what else is going on with this thing? Let's look at more of these lists. Shit on my face, there's 89 lists. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ranked. All right, let's see how wrong this is. So, Secret of the Ooze is number 1, and I will hear no opposition to that. Then you have the original Ninja Turtles. Then you have Mutant Mayhem. Then you have the rest, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I've seen any of the Michael Bay ones, but they look like shit. What the hell is up with them? Why do they all look like really buff dudes? Oh my god. Why does he look so buff and grizzled? It's like he just came back from Vietnam. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I do not want this at all. No, 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 no. Give me this. Yeah. Look at these bros doing bro things. Like use yo-yos to defeat ninjas. God, that movie's great. So good. So good. Movies I've seen in theaters. Wow, that's a lot. Why are you tracking that? You own more physical media than movies you've seen in theaters? Interesting. Interesting. That's actually... I wonder if most people do that, you know? Huh. Wow, that TJ sure was roasting. God, it's still going on. You guys haven't stopped. 5-star favorites, live action Disney film ranked. There's too many lists. Movies I saw in theaters. Oh, especially boring lists. God damn it. All right, let's go to the very end. Batman films ranked. Theatrical releases only. Ooh, look, it's one of the funny lists. It's supposed to get likes. Movies about intentionally generic white men who find a pair of sunglasses that allow them to see the realities of their capitalism and sex culture. You know what? That's a good one. I like that one. Boop. I'm going to put a like on that. Also, there's a scene where he really tries to convince a black man who's suspicious of his intentions to wear the sunglasses as well. Is that in both films? Oh, yeah, that is in both films. Huh. Best movie every year ranked by Brian Rafferty. I don't care about that. I don't even know who Brian Rafferty is. These lists are so boring, though. Come on. Children's movies where the conflict is resolved by combining Diet Cola and Mentos. Maybe we have peaked as a civilization. Maybe we have just peaked, and we need to stop. Movies that changed me. Oh, this is an interesting list. Films that made me reconsider the way I look at things that shape us. Okay, so The Truman Show obviously made you reconsider the fact that you're not in a television show? And now you think you're in a television show. Weird. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Same thing. You don't know if you have actually forgotten things, so that's there, I guess. Her. You're not sure if you want to have sex with AI? Okay. Parasite, that was the film that made you realize that income inequality is a real thing. Congratulations. Nicolas Cage's Pig made you realize that they can do Taken without the sex trafficking angle. That's a real thing. What did Paddington 2 make you realize? How did that change your life? I don't know, man. I don't know. The Lobster, Mr. Nobody. Wait, what is Mr. Nobody? Is that Jared Leto? What the hell is this movie? Jaco Van Dormaal, who also directed nothing that I've heard of. Nemo Nobody leads an ordinary existence with his wife and 3 children. One day he wakes up as a mortal centurion in the year 2029. Huh? What? That expression is very Jared Leto, though, right? Like 30 Seconds to Mars, Jared Leto? That's very much Jared Leto. He probably even have to change his hair from that time period, if we're being honest. Okay, enough of this. Why don't we take a look at the films of Tyler? The films of Tyler. Lowest first. Lowest first. A film called Absolutely Anything. What the hell is this? Terry Jones. It stars Simon Pegg and Kate Beckinsale. I wonder if Simon Pegg signed on to this film because they were like, hey, do you want to be Kate Beckinsale's wife? And he was like, or husband? And he was like, yes. Yes, please. Eccentric aliens give a man the power to do anything he wants to determine if Earth is worth saving. So it's like it's a version of like Bruce Almighty and that paradox of like if you could press a button and kill somebody somewhere in the world, but you got $10 million, would you do it? What do you think, chat? How would you feel about that? Someone gives you a box and said that you could press that button and someone in the world would die, but you would have $10 million. Would you press the button? You let me know in the chat. Would you press the button for $10 million, but also a random person just died? Dan saying, of course not. Well, I mean, just think about it for a little bit. You'd have $10 million. Ella's saying no. I'd become a billionaire. No, you only get to press it once. Come on. Film Bro Zach would press it. Nice. I'm glad we got some realists. I'm glad we got some realists in the chat. Millions of people die every day. You're not the one technically killing them. I do anything for money, to be honest. There we go. Now we're seeing the crime of capitalism come forward. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's fucking Black Mirror. Ugh. So is there anything here that is bad and stupid? Anything here that I'm not a fan of? I'm not seeing anything that's weird. I'm not seeing anything that I would look at and say, no, that's incorrect. This is actually not bad. Actually not that bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Get Duked? Is that the name of the movie? Oh my god. A hip-hop inspired comedy that follows four city boys on a wilderness trek as they try to escape a mysterious huntsman? Okay. Not going to be watching that one. Look at that. The one is right there. Independence Day, 2.5 stars? Yeah. Not much of a roast. Oh, God. I'm starting to yawn already. What's the top? Barbie Double Date. The double date is going to be great, and if not, it's not our fault. What? Is that? Oh, it's Rachel Snow. Yeah, that's probably a 5-star film. She's wonderful. There she is, Rachel Snow. Ayo's and Rachel's new romance comes to a halt when both of their partners show up to a double date and realize they have more in common with each other. Nice. Always that thing you got to worry about on a double date, that you're going to actually fall in love with someone else. It happens at a lot of double dates, honestly. Too many. Bowery Bugs, man, there's a lot of like short films on here. A lot of animation too. The Great Mouse Detective? No way. This is not a 5-star film. This is like Disney when it was not good. Disney when it was not great. Except for Oliver and Company, that Disney movie kind of ruled, and that was in 80s movies. Yes, it is. Okay, come on. You can't tell me that The Great Mouse Detective is a 5-star film. I'm never going to believe you. I'm never going to believe you. There's just so many things on here that I don't even really recognize. Like, but it's mostly animated stuff. Like, is this a child or just someone who really likes animation, you know? Like, there's Casablanca, and that's cool, but also so many pieces of American animation. Also, Asteroid City is not a 5-star film. Absolutely not. That 3.5 star might be a little bit generous that I gave it. But I guess you also have, what is that, Rashomon or Hidden Fortress? Yeah. Finally, someone who appreciates Oliver and Company. Yeah, Oliver and Company is sick. You got Cheech Marin as a little dog. It's perfect. Most likely a person who likes animation. Yeah. Wow, Oliver sure had a company. Oh my god. It's still going. It's never going to die. You know what? Friday live stream canceled because you guys need a break. There'll probably be a Friday live stream now that I'm just talking about it. Yeah. This is definitely a profile that's strange and weird. I will keep it alive. Oh, dear. What is the Sky Dancer, by the way? 19 minutes. Okay. Biggest surprise of the whole show, gorgeous and powerful. If Moulin Rouge and Inglourious Bastards had a kid? Doesn't make any sense. What? Oh, wait. This is Visions? Is that Star Wars, then? This is like a Star Wars thing? Oh, yeah. The Imperial Dancer at Imperial Frequented Cabaret is tested when her identity is compromised. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And you're right. That Terminator did have a Judgment Day. Dinner with Andre. All right. All right. I feel like my mojo has left me. My roasting mojo is gone. So I'm just going to kick it back over to here and hope that Tyler enjoyed that roasting that they got. I'm going to put roasting in quotation marks. Not my strongest effort, I will admit. But I'm going to see if there's anything going on in film news. Wow, that octopus sure had an octussie. Oh, God. We're eating ourselves. We're eating ourselves alive. Hey, Nerdy Film Girl is here. What's up? You missed the fun thing where someone did a dumb review and now everyone's basically memeing on that person in the chat. You'll be able to pick up what's going on real quick. So, what's been going on in the film news, everyone? Anything interesting? Anything interesting in film news that anyone wants to talk about? Anything film related anyone wants to talk about? Put it in the chat. We'll have a talk about it. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I mean, it's been going on for like an hour. It's just not stopping. Wow, that live stream was definitely canceled. No, I'm not actually canceling the Friday live stream. Marvel VFX wants to unionize. Yes. That was a thing that I threw in the Cinemateq Discord the other day. By the way, if you haven't joined the Cinemateq Discord, link in the description box below. Come here and do that, or go to Discord and join up, and you can talk to a lot of these lovely people in that same Discord. It's a fun time. Wow, those writers sure are striking. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So actually, I do actually want to talk about the Marvel VFX union thing. VFX union, because I have been waiting so goddamn long for VFX artists to start to unionize, and it looks like they're actually going to try to do it. So apparently Marvel Studios VFX workers filed to join IATSE union. And for those of you who don't know, IATSE is a whole bunch of different smaller unions, locals, that look after particular parts of the film and television industry. So in Canada, for example, IATSE 667 is the camera person union. There's also, I think, IATSE 400 and something, and that takes care of the grips, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of different IATSE locals. So I imagine that Marvel Studios VFX workers would be joining IATSE as a new local. So around 50 workers signed authorization cards indicating they wish to be represented by the union, which isn't a lot, but let's just read this and see what's going on. Hollywood's long, hot union summer is getting super heroic. Visual effects crews at Marvel Studios filed Monday for a unionization election with the National Labor Relations Board, according to the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, or IATSE. The labor organization said that Marvel's more than 50 worker crew had signed authorization cards indicating they wish to be represented by the union. It's interesting because I guess, yeah, a lot of the VFX work that gets done on Marvel films is done by like freelancers or gets farmed out. So these must be people who work directly for Marvel. These are VFX pros employed directly by Marvel. Here we go. And generally work in Atlanta, Los Angeles, and New York. It doesn't include the thousands of VFX artists that work on Marvel movies through third-party VFX studios. Although, if this happens, and there is a local for VFX artists, I wonder if they would try to keep that union open so you don't have to just be a part of Marvel. You can just become part of that union, right? If you're a VFX artist working for a third party. That would be incredible. Marvel has not yet voluntarily recognized the union effort, because of course they wouldn't. The Hollywood Reporter has learned Marvel didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. And then I think this just goes into the history of labor unions in film. Said the president of IATSE, Matthew D. Loeb, "We are witnessing an unprecedented wave of solidarity that's breaking down old barriers in the industry and proving we're all in this fight together. That doesn't happen in a vacuum. Entertainment workers everywhere are sticking up for each other's rights. That's what our movement is all about. I congratulate those workers on taking this important step and using their collective voice." Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How do I super chat on a phone? I don't know. Also, Brianna, thanks for showing up. See you later. So yeah, very excited about this. Very happy that we are potentially getting a VFX union finally. And the way that that could potentially snowball into more VFX artists joining unions would be so tremendous for them. Speaking honestly, it would probably force a lot more of those jobs overseas to places where, like India, for example, that wouldn't have unions, and that would be bad. but the VFX and CGI effects industry as it is so stretched thin that I don't think that these large corporations, if all of the like American and Canada based VFX artists decided to unionize, I don't think there's enough to go around where they could just be ignored or not used, right? So they would still be getting work, and things like overtime would be paid. Maybe they get meal breaks. Maybe there's a whole bunch of other stuff. Maybe they don't get exploited as hard. That would be fantastic. Super fantastic. Me drunk trying to super chat. Oh, Robbie, why are you drunk on a Tuesday? No shame though. I've probably done that before. TJ saved my life. What? How did I do that? Wow, that aggro really drifted. What? Wow, Talk to Me sure got a sequel. It's getting a prequel, actually. Talk to Me. It got. That's what I've heard. It got a sequel. Nerdy Film Girl asking potential Oscar nom films pushing their release dates due to the strike. Happy to see Poor Things will premiere in December. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all continues to go, right? Because we are definitely in a situation where I think studios are weighing if they want to push stuff back and the strike ends in, say, January, then you're going to have a very congested release schedule in 2024, and no one wants to compete with that. And I think a very clear lesson in that has been what happened to Mission Impossible 7, where they were doing real good until Barbenheimer happened, and then they basically just fell into third or fourth place, and they haven't really ever recovered from it. So if you were to have more marquee films coming out in 2024 than planned, it makes those theaters way more congested, and ultimately, I'm sure the theaters themselves end up doing well, but the overall grosses and takes that these large studios are going after will be far less. So I think that they're trying to play this game of chicken where they're not delaying stuff, but they kind of want to. And I think there's going to be some films that get delayed and some films that don't. Like, I think Dune is coming out no matter what. Although, potentially, there's a chance that maybe Warner Brothers is looking at Dune as their Oscars contender, and maybe they don't want to go up against Barbie. Maybe they don't want to go up against Oppenheimer. That's also a possibility. So, yeah. It's going to be an interesting rest of the year, that's for sure. But yeah, it's good to see that some potential Oscar noms are staying in the race, or staying releasing in this year. Poor Things especially. I think that's a film that is going to be there. I think that's one that's just going to be around no matter what. And I don't know if like pushing it ever would have helped its theatrical money-making potential, you know? I was talking about the upcoming Harmony Korine infrared film. Yeah, that's interesting. And to Seb's question that comes right after, what films are you excited to see at TIFF? If I can see that Harmony Korine film, I am going to try to see that. I haven't really done a deep dive enough into what's there, because I wonder if they've actually announced any more films. Did they do that today? Because I don't think TIFF is done, right? Because I don't think they've announced everything. I don't think they announced anything today, which they probably would have. Yeah. So, I don't know if I can get a list of just every list of films playing at TIFF 2023. I'll see if I can pick out some that I remember. Oh, wait, no, I don't want the TIFF one. Lineup, list of movies at TIFF. Give me the list. Okay. So, TIFF films that I'm excited about. Or wait, what was the question? Excited to see at TIFF. Okay, so because I'm not going to be going as press, I am going to be doing TIFF a little bit differently this year. I am likely going to try to see a couple of like the bigger films, but only the ones from the special presentation thing, because gala films are fucking expensive. And I'm not throwing down $50 to see Dumb Money like 3 weeks before it comes out in theaters. I'm not doing that. If there are some films here that I do kind of want to see in the gala presentation. So like, if I can see Concrete Utopia at a cheaper price, I will probably do that. If I can see, or some of the other ones here, if I can see Next Goal Wins first, I might do that. But once again, I don't really want to pay extra money for a movie that's coming out soon. I like when I go as like not press, I want to focus on films that I am not just going to see like a week from now. But there's also that thing where if I review it first, maybe the video does better, right? And that's what Tiff really offers to a lot of people. But in any case, the films that I am also excited to see from special presentations, I'm trying to remember which ones here I'm actually excited for. Because you can kind of tell looking at all of this, especially special presentations, there's not the festival doesn't have the star power that it used to have. Richard Linklater has a new film, Hitman. That could be interesting. I've also noticed that there's like more films this year at TIFF that are being directed by actors. Like Michael Keaton directs Knox Goes Away, and I wonder if that's in a way to try to get around the strike, you know? Like Michael Keaton can't promote this film as an actor, but can he promote it as a director? Because he's probably a member of the Directors Guild. So, maybe. Also, this is a big one right here. Les Indésirables by Lady Lee, or Lej Lee. Directed Les Miserables a couple of years ago, a great French film. I recommend everyone go see it. Hirokazu Koreeda has a new film called Monster that I want to check out. Another example of an actor directing, Kristen Scott Thomas doing North Star. Don't really know much about that. Chris Pine also has his first directorial debut, Pool Man, coming in. That seems kind of interesting. I do kind of want to see Adam Egoyan's new film, Seven Veils, because I like watching Canadian films. But I'm also probably going to try to focus more on films here that I'm not going to be able to see easily after the festival is over. So I may go after a film like Smugglers from South Korea, because I'm really into South Korean film right now. Viggo Mortensen has a new film. Alexander Payne has a new film. Zone of Interest I want to see because that film almost won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. But once again, it's one that I expect to be released in theaters in Toronto. So maybe, maybe not. Ethan Hawke directed a movie called Wildcat. And Anna Kendrick directed a film. Wait a minute, this isn't all the films. It's not giving me anything here. Or everything. I feel like the new films are not as exciting as watching old movies in theaters. Wait, what? What is that, Charlie? I feel like new films are not as exciting as watching old movies in theaters. I think it's equally exciting. It's just, the film's got to be good. And not all old movies are going to be good. What movie do you think will win Best Picture? Right now, I'm actually leaning towards Barbie. Legit. I don't know anything about the films coming out in the future, but if I had to pick one film to win Best Picture, whether it be Barbie or Oppenheimer, I pick Barbie, especially after seeing Oppenheimer twice now. I still like Oppenheimer quite a bit, but I think I like Barbie more. And I think I would pick Barbie to win right now. I don't know if it will, though. Also, we got another super chat. Sergio, what's up? All right, well, I wasn't feeling my mojo before, but let's see if that super chat donation can get that mojo back. Let's see what we can do. But I think this will be the last roast, so please no more super chats unless you're just looking for film recommendations. Because I need to get out of here in like 15 minutes because I got to go watch a movie in theaters tonight. I hope the Meg 2 wins Best Picture. Well, that would be a surprise. I'll just say that. I think the Academy is too male and old for Barbie to win. 5 years ago I would have agreed to that. Now I don't know. I don't know anymore if that's true. I think that maybe, just maybe, the Academy has shifted enough where something like that is now possible. Maybe. But what's definitely not possible? Sergio Hart getting away without a good old-fashioned roasting. And Sergio here, ooh, he's going to be a tough one. He's going to be a real difficult nut to crack. Rocco, what's going on? I'm in the middle of a roast, you big goof. What are you doing? You know what, Sergio? I'm going to restart your roast in a second. Because I think Rocco wants to say hello to everybody. You going to come up here? Now, just so everyone knows, Rocco does have a cone on right now. He's fine. Don't worry. He also looks super adorable. So hopefully he jumps up here. And I can show off Rocco with his awesome cone on. Come on. Oh, you want me to pick you up instead? Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, look at this big cat. His cone is space. He's the center of a black hole. Oh, look at him. Look at this guy. Oh, Rocco with his cone on. Oh, there he is. Oh, big kitty. Oh, you doing okay there, big cat? Yeah? Aw, here, see if we can get you up here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ooh, struggling a little bit. Aw. Alright. He looks like a baby with that thing on his neck. Yeah. He does. I mean, he always looks like a baby to me. And his tail's right here, too. But yeah, Rocco has like a little bit of a... He's got something on his tummy that he's been like over grooming, and so it's not like healing. And I'm just putting this on so he can't over groom, and hopefully it'll be healed up in a couple of days. So this may be the only time you see Rocco with a cone on. Maybe. Oh, he's purring. Oh, big purr cat. W. Rocco stream appearance. Yup. I was sold on Barbie till the last quarter. It felt messy and didn't have a clear message. Love everyone involved, but it felt odd to treat Ken so badly at the end. I don't think it did treat Ken badly at the end. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok, especially where people are talking about how Barbie is actually a very pro men film, and I tend to agree with a lot of the stuff that they're saying. Mostly that Ken needs to figure out what he is outside of being someone who requires Barbie's attention. So he needs to figure out who he is outside of the need to have like Barbie, out of that like need for possession. And he is like on the path to healing because he realizes that he needs to become someone who's comfortable with himself and not like base himself off of the existence of another person. And I think all the Kens have that general realization. So yeah, Ken literally didn't even apologize. Did he not? Exactly. The message is that patriarchy hurts everyone, man and woman. Yeah, exactly. And I think maybe the confusion, and I don't want to speak for you, nerdy film girl, but I know one of the things that I was initially confused about at the end was when they did the whole thing where the Kens were like, hey, now that we're on the right path, maybe we can be on the Supreme Court. And the Barbies are like, no, you can't be on the Supreme Court. Like maybe a minor judge here or there. And it seems like in that moment, they're basically doing the thing to the Kens that men do to women in, the everyday life. But I think the important piece of context there is that the Kens literally just tried to do like a patriarchal takeover of Barbie Land and are still working on themselves or trying to figure out who they are. And that work needs to be done before they can take over and come into those positions of power. I know they can kind of come off, I think, as the movie being like, actually, men are bullshit. Fuck them. But you have to put that into the context of the men, of the Kens being like incomplete, and they need to figure out their shit, right? Whereas the women in our reality are complete people already. Right, Rocco? All right. I need to do a roast, Cat, and I can't do that with you being so gosh darn cute. So, did you see the new live action Rapunzel is black/brown? No, but I'm fine with that. Rapunzel never existed in real life, so I don't give a shit. Which is the correct way that we should all look at casting decisions like that. They didn't exist, so who cares? Anyways, the roast of Sergio Hart. back at it again. And of course, Sergio, as I mentioned, is from Portugal, a country that is always so sad because the person who represents him the most in the world is Cristiano Ronaldo, and that guy just plain old sucks. Now, Sergio here is trying to make it hard for me to roast them because they've got Roy Batty. Is it Roy Batty? I'm pretty sure it's Roy, from my favorite film of all time, Blade Runner, and there we go. So how can I possibly roast? How could I possibly roast this profile with Roy there? Well, I'll figure it out. So the first thing that I see when I look at Sergio's profile is, wouldn't you know it, letting me know what all of the things mean. And a 0.5 film, ooh, that's just the worst film ever. And a 5 film, ooh, that's a masterpiece. Uh-oh. It's almost like some people just copy and paste it out of their bios because they feel like everyone does this, when most people don't, and the people who don't are better off for it. But Sergio here also gave us a little bit of information that a lot of other people don't provide, and that is the fact that they are a John Carpenter stan. Although, as you would guess, they are not the most John Carpenter stan that you could ever imagine, because when you look at their favorite films, I only see one John Carpenter film, The Thing. There it is, number 1. Sure, you love John Carpenter. That's very obvious. But would a John Carpenter stan put Seven Samurai number 2, Blade Runner 3, and Umberto D4? I don't think so. I think they would figure out a way of putting in Escape from New York into this. Or maybe They Live. Or maybe Vampires. If you were a true stan, you would even have the shitty John Carpenter films in your top 4. Ghosts of Mars? Where the fuck is that? Sergio, I guess we're going to figure out how much of a stan you are when we find the rating for Ghosts of Mars. So, what else can we say about this guy? Hey, did you watch Perfect Blue? Oh, wait, no, this is Good Morning. This is something else. Wait, what is this? Huh? Like, I know that Ohio is a state, but it's also a way of saying good morning in Japanese. So are you just doing the thing that everyone in the chat just roasted that other guy for, where you're figuring out a clever way of reviewing the film by just saying the name of the film again? God damn it, why did this have to be the theme of this live stream? Jesus H. Balls. Are there any other fun reviews here? Like, oh my god, those clones sure were attacked. God damn it, why did I start this again? I shouldn't have done this. The Metamorphosis of Birds, 2 stars. I really wanted to enjoy this because I'm from Portugal, but this is one of the most boring films I've ever seen. Is it though? Is it one of the most boring films of all time? It's got a 4.1. It's only 100 minutes long. I don't know. It's got a nice close-up of an eye. That's like pretty much the same as Blade Runner. I think maybe you're being a little bit too critical. So what else is going on here? Jeepers Creepers Reborn. What the fuck did I just watch? Half star. I mean, that's what you get for watching an obviously bad film. This is a less than 2, right? Yeah, 1.2. And you decided this would be a good film to watch. Wait, she kind of looks like the girl from, I was going to say Sound of Music, but not Sound of Music. West Side Story, the new one, right? A little bit? Is this her? Wait, I think it actually might be. She looks different in that one. Yeah, she looks different here than she did in this photo. I now feel stupid. No one ever remind me that I said this person looks like the girl from West Side Story. Thank you very much. So, I guess we gotta move on to the lists. The lists that are 15 deep. 2022, boring. Halloween movies ranked. Looks like it may be not terrible. Oh, no, wait, no. You have Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie in last place. That's incorrect. I've talked about that a lot. But that's in the right spot. You probably should have Halloween 3 and Halloween 2 closer up here. These Halloween remakes, they can all fuck off and die. Kills is better than Ends, certainly. H2O, yeah, it's probably in the right spot. So you're kind of right. A little bit right. Ooh, Christopher Nolan ranked, although we've already talked about that today. James Cameron ranked. That's one you don't see every day. And wouldn't you know it, just looking at the rest of these lists, think we're dealing with a film bro, everybody. Think we're dealing with a film bro. So, James Cameron ranked Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Aliens, The Terminator, Titanic, Avatar, The Way of Water, and Avatar. So you think Avatar, The Way of Water, a film that is literally the first Avatar copy-pasted, you think that's better than that? It's a bold take. A bold take. Also, you're right, no True Lies here, which is a travesty. Also, no The Abyss. And also, no Piranhas 2. big tragedy as well. So what do I think about this? Well, I think Terminator 2 is in the right spot. I think Terminator 2 out of these films is James Cameron's best film. I personally would put the Terminator over Aliens. And then it's correct. Just looking at this, yeah, this is about what I would do. David Fincher ranked, MCU ranked, no one cares. John Carpenter ranked. I'm actually curious how the John Carpenter stand ranks Ghosts of Mars. Last place? Come on. Ghosts of Mars is better than Vampires. For sure. Put I don't know, Village of the Damned or The Ward in last place. But Ghosts of Mars definitely clears Vampires. Definitely. Also, I feel like Prince of Darkness is a much better film than people realize. I would put it over Dark Star. Come on now. But then, yeah, for he's such a good director, it's kind of hard to figure out where a lot of these other ones go. I would put Halloween over The Thing, personally. And I would put Escape from New York and Starman over They Live. Assault from Precinct 13 would go behind The Fog. Christine would be ahead of Dark Star and probably ahead of Big Trouble in Little China as well. Prince of Darkness would be ahead of Dark Star. Escape from LA, Vampires, and Ghosts of Mars would all be down near the end, and I haven't seen The Ward. And what the hell is Someone's Watching Me? Is this a short film? This is a feature film? Yo, and there's just some guy running in the background all creepy and shit? God damn, I want to watch this. Wait, this came out the same year as Halloween. Was John Carpenter just trying to corner the market on stalker movies in 1978? That's kind of rad, actually. I can't believe I never knew about that. So, what other lists do we got here? Spielberg ranked, Tarantino ranked, Kubrick ranked. Oh my god. What a basic film bro ass thing. Jesus. Ugh. Guys. Women have directed films. And they're really good. Watch them. Fuck me. How many times do I need to yell into a camera? People watch films directed by women. God damn it. Expand your shit a little bit. Watch Point Break. Watch Catherine Bigelow's work. God damn it. It's the same shit you like. Watching Catherine Bigelow is not that different from watching early James Cameron stuff. They were together at one point in time. They had a lot of similar film sensibilities going on. Her work on Near Dark, really fucking good. Point Break, real fucking good. Even her somewhat newer, oh, the military's okay kind of movies, like The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30, what have you. Those are well made, even if I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing. So yeah, just watch movies directed by women. Sergio, please. And I know that's what I'm going to do. I know that's what I'm going to be doing when I get to your watch list, without a doubt in my mind. So, anything ridiculous going on here? Not seeing anything yet. A lot of horror sequels, a lot of bullshit. A lot of half stars. This is actually more half stars than you typically see on a profile, so good job for you. Yeah, this is almost entirely shitty horror sequels, or prequels, or remakes. So, I guess maybe you should just stop watching movies that you know are going to be bad, you know? It's not like anyone walked into, Sexta Fiera 12, whatever the fuck this is. I guess this is the Portuguese name of it? Friday the 12th? What? I don't understand. Is this a Portuguese version of this? Oh, what? It's a Brazilian... Huh? It's a Brazilian spoof that uses the Scary Movie font? Huh? In a failed attempt to get a group of actors together, the group must use all of their horror movie skills to find out who the mysterious killer that is trying to kill them. Right. But you knew Birdemic was going to be shit, right? That's the thing. And Tino's dick fart? Come on. I know that we now have to talk about Tino's dick fart in every single live stream, and I hate that fact, but you should know better is what I'm saying. You really should. Oh, wait. Is that 1 star for the original Slumber Party Massacre? Do you like horror movies? That would be higher up. That's higher up for me for sure. I'm going to flip this around, though, Sergio. I wonder what great horror films you have at the top, because I just assume that you're all horror movies, right? Oh, wait, no. It's not. You're also a Basic Criterion bitch. Oh my god. Film bros and Basic Criterion bitches and a La La Land liker? The only good thing going on here is that you give a very limited number of films 5 stars. In fact, less than I do, although I've seen like triple the amount of films that you have, so maybe that's why. So, Ran, Harry Carey, and Berto D, like literally all of these are Criterion films. All of these are Criterion films, except for like Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner, Godfather, Goodfellas. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe there's more that are not. But yeah, that Oppenheimer 4.5, I've done that, but I think recency bias will bring me down to a 4. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. 4. Still real good. Still one of Christopher Nolan's best, but it's not a 4.5. Got to be selective. We've got to be selective. Also nice seeing that Alexander Skarsgård's dick made it into the 4.5 star range. The man's just been trying to get people to look at his dick for a couple of years now, and I'm glad that finally he was able to do it in The Northman. Wait, do we see his dick in The Northman? Or did they shatter? No, they shattered it out, didn't they? Because normally there was going to be a lot of dick in that film. And then they were like, oh, people want to go see a movie with Alexander Skarsgård's dick in it. And I'm just like, I think you underestimate the amount of people who want to see Alexander Skarsgård's dick. I think you're underestimating that. So, yeah. Great to see that there nonetheless. I thought Northman was pretty good. Evil Dead 2, Fullmetal Jacket, Apocalypse Now, The Shining, The Exorcist, Rashomon, Halloween. Yeah, the only thing here that I'm just, like, annoyed at is La La Land. Give it a 3 stars. Stop trying to impress Damien Chazelle so much. He doesn't care about you. No one cares about you except for me, the Cinephile Supreme. I am your cult leader, after all. And, yeah, just knock that shit out of here. All right. So, I think that's it. But I still need to give you a recommendation. And it's got to be a recommendation for a film directed by a woman. And just by these ones already, I feel like it's going to take a second to get there. But I think it's going to be easy. In fact, boom. You Were Never Really Here by Lynn Ramsey, Sergio. This is the film that you're going to watch next. You must go watch this film. Even Karsten said a good thing about it. He said, I'm sad. There you go. A movie that made Karsten sad is one that you should definitely go watch. But yeah, this is great. Directed by Lynn Ramsey. It's got your boy Joaquin Phoenix in the lead role. We all know that he does good work. It's basically like the art house version of Taken. It's real good. There you go, Sergio. A film directed by a woman. Get out of your slump. Get out of your watching films directed by men slump. It's been too long. It's been too long, Sergio. And with that, the roast will end there. And actually, everyone, I need to eat a little bit of food before I go watch the rip-roaring film that I'm going to be watching tonight. TJ, you should have special sound effects for these streams every time you encounter a BCB or a film bro with a siren or circus clown music. Yeah, I probably should. Past Lives was directed by a woman and it was brilliant. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think I gave it a 4 star. It's like one of my top films of the year. In fact, we're probably looking at a world where some of the best films were directed by women this year. Like Barbie, Past Lives. But yeah. I gotta eat food. And then I gotta go watch a movie so I can review it for y'all and put that video out tomorrow. One thing I'm going to be trying over the next few days or next couple of weeks, shorts are going to start coming out. I'm going to try having them come out at 6 a.m. So keep an eye out for those. I will probably be live streaming on Friday, so make sure to come back for that and turn on notifications so you know when I go live. Join the Discord and comment on the list below if you want to get roasted. We made exactly 1 profile of progress in it. So that means that a bunch of people gave super chats, and each and every one of you, thank you so very much. And until the next time I see you, which very obviously will be in a review short that's coming out tomorrow, I hope you have a good goddamn week. I hope you see some good movies. And until next time, adieu.